Okay, hey, so you, can anybody hear me? So let's put it down, sort that out. Have to bear with me. I think I've got sunstroke or heat stroke, whatever you want to call it, and my arm is so red from yesterday. I'm tired. Been trying to sleep, and of course I haven't because I'm getting some little bits of sleep, but I've got a massive headache because of the sun. So not a pleasant day today. Oh, there's so many people here. Okay, three. So, how is everybody today? Hope they're doing a lot better than me because I am feeling rough. Hmm. Yeah, I was out near Stonehenge yesterday, so that was pretty cool. I got to see the stones, but not be right up close to them, but from a distance. Distance, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, got to see the stones there again. They're quite prominent when you go along this road. My mate, God bless him, I love him. But he's a pain in the. He's very tiring. Okay, right. So Liz is here. Oh, and OG Liz is here. Hey, people there. I put the link, Liz. I put the link on a in the Discord chat. Yes, she is. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not with it at all today. And I'm supposed to be getting a telephone call from Germany today too. Oh, 10:30. Then I've got my shopping coming at 12 or 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Why has being an adult such a pain in the ass? Oh dear. No, I always stick by my word or try to stick by my word. And I said I'll do this and I'll do this. It's not. No. No, it's bloody not. It's not. Oh, mate. I just would. Oh, I know, but I said I'll do this, so I'm going to do it. It's you always got to try to stick by your word sometimes, haven't you? So the world events have been taking a turn this week. The tragedy of the Titan sub and the Titanic, and what's been happening in Russia. Oh, that was when I was in London. That was Westminster. He was playing at near Westminster Palace, and yeah. So those songs cost me £20 to play. He's really good though. I've got to admit that it was pretty fantastic. You know. He must have made a little bit of money there, because everybody go and buy it. I gave him £20, so if everybody gave him like £1, that's yeah. Well, it was a hot day, and to hire bagpiper, that's all right. To hire a bagpiper will cost you in there three to up to, well, minimum is 300. Oh dear, let's see. Let's see. Okay, Liz is here. Hello, Liz.
Hello, Paul. I was just typing out. I'll be right back. Leave me backstage. I need to go turn on the fan real quick and move a fur child from my leg.
I completely understand.
He is literally trying to become part of my leg. He's so damn cute, though. Sucker.
Okay then.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Right. Oh dear. Mhm. Yeah. So the Titan sub tragedy. So sad. What's coming out of it? Now the Canadian police are looking into it too. And Russia. Wow, that took a turn. And it still may take a turn. Seems very dicey at the moment. We are going to be so hot over here. I know people in America are thinking, oh no, but we're in a different climate, and it is going to be today in its high 20s, so it's going to be 28°C today, which is about 86 Fahrenheit, I think. I wouldn't know, Liz. I wouldn't know, but I do know that that sub that they launched, and it appears, I'm going to use appears because obviously I'm not an expert in this, appears not to be built for purpose. It was a death trap waiting to happen. Apparently, an engineer left the job in 2018 because he no, sorry, let me rephrase that. An engineer told the people in 2018 about problems and then he got fired. Yeah, there's the further you go up, um, there's less air. But the further you go down to the sea, there's more thing, and it creates more pressure. But I don't think it hit anything. I think it was a few miles off the Titanic when it imploded, and it's just a sad state of affairs. It was all about the money. Show me the money. That's what it was all about. So so sad.
Show me the money.
I wish somebody would. I would something would at the moment. Oh, my head feels like somebody's crushing it in between a vice.
Yeah, it is very sad. I mean, any way you flip it, there's always so much bad in the world that like what do you focus on? Do we
Exactly.
ignore all the bad stuff?
It's,
Do
it's
we,
not,
do we talk about the headlines? What you know?
yeah, I
So
mean, the only way I could describe it is if you try to crush a can of Coke in your hand when it's not opened, then it's all right. You can do it, but it takes a lot to do it. But if you open up there, it's fairly easy, and there's presumed to be a crack. I think there was a crack in the in the hole. You know,
oh gee, I've already tried to tell him that. He is not listening to me.
I never listen. You know, hold on, I'm looking for my medicine, my pill bag. I got. Oh, I found some paracetamol. How was that?
That is the equivalent of aspirin or Tylenol, so yes.
Yes. This. Oh, it comes with the thing. Sorry.
Bless you.
No, no, it's hay fever too.
I think it was is it bless you. Holy crud.
Yeah.
Well, it may not just be a headache, it may be allergies.
No, it's definitely a headache because I was out in the sun yesterday.
Well, I think it is parmacetin is
Okay,
how you
so I've got
guys
paracetamol.
paracebal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the
Hold on.
equivalent of Tylenol here, but I'd have to double check.
All right. So I was out near Stonehenge yesterday.
And
I took some pictures. Oh, I put one in the Discord too. Did nobody see it?
uh, which Discord?
Drinks and discussions.
I will have to double check. I haven't touched Discord much today. Been a bad kid,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can put this on. How do you do this, Liz?
To present, to show,
Yeah.
at the bottom of the screen there should be a present button. And then you can share screen. And then it'll take you. Oh,
Oh
this
yeah,
is
yeah, I
new.
see that. Yep, yep, okay.
I'll have to read the new updated one because I have two screens. It's
Yes,
saying there's
okay, so
different ways.
yeah. Share screen, yeah.
Yeah.
Um no, I'd rather not do that just yet. Hold on. Oh no, cancel. That's doing that. Um oh yeah, you can still get close to them, Liz. You still get close to them. Um present slides. My computer. Okay, so where are we? Okay. No, that won't work. Yeah. What am I doing? No, you still get close to them. You just can't get close to touch. Let's look at pictures. Note downloads. Okay, so let's do that. Click that off. I don't know what. I don't know how to do this, Liz.
Give me a second. Let me pull pull up. Give me a second.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Well, everything seems to be going wrong at the moment. Hmm.
Okay, you have to allow it up.
Okay. Oh yes. There you go.
And let me see if I can scroll in. Let me know if it gets too blurry.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go. Stonehenge and people near the stones.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how far is the pathway back from the stones now? Is it like 15 feet, 20 feet? How many
I
meters?
don't. I don't know, but because we're driving past, had to take those pictures quick.
Oh, okay. Well, dang, that looks good for taking it in
Yeah.
a vehicle.
Yeah. Yes.
That's pretty impressive. It looks so
I.
small
They're really not.
compared to the people, and knowing that they're standing back compared to what I pictured in my mind from being a kid and seeing it.
Yep.
It looks so much smaller to me than
You thought it'd be massive.
I really did. I mean, I thought everything was going to be 40, 50, 60 feet tall and
No, but
probably, at least 20, 30 feet wide.
yes. But what's amazing is all those stones were carved in Wales, and they brought them over from Wales to where they are now, which is over 100 miles away.
It's amazing. I mean, if you look back at some of the things in history that have been accomplished, it is amazing.
Mm, it is. And look at those stones on top of the stones. You wouldn't like one of those to fall on your head, would you?
No. Would you?
Right now, it'd probably be a blessing.
No, it wouldn't. Because then you wouldn't wake up in the morning.
I know, but I'd be asleep.
No, you would be in hospital.
I'd be dead.
Maybe. I,
No, no,
oh,
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. Can you imagine getting crushed by one of those and surviving it and just having the injuries?
No.
Exactly. And that was, I mean, look at the little one. Okay, wait. Can you see my? You can see my cursor. Like this one right here. Let me. Holy scrolling.
It's a beautiful sky, though, isn't it?
Okay, now you guys can really see it big. Okay, this stone right here,
Yeah.
where my cursor is. Can you imagine that falling on you? That, I mean, it's heavy enough and it's big enough, but is it gonna kill you unless it hits you right, or is it just gonna crush you?
No, it's going to kill you, Liz. Yeah, it's going to fall on you, and you're going to be deaded.
uh, I don't know how that did that, but okay.
Mm,
Why did that?
yeah. But what did
Okay.
you think? What did you think of that, though?
I think it's pretty.
Mm. And
Uh,
all around there too. I didn't get the pictures of them. Is you can drive down further down the road, and you get Stone Age hill forts.
I just, I think maybe because I have heard so many stories about it though, that I always want, mm, I always want to think about the little fairies, the fairies that live around the stones.
That's not very nice. So we're supposed to be more PC now, Liz. We're
I'm
supposed to
talking
call
about
them.
the lore of the little people.
That's not very nice neither. You're not being very PC today, are you?
No, I'm not. How's that? Everybody take everything I say today incorrect. I'm living in opposite land right now.
Or is it just me being pedantic?
Whatever.
That's not very nice, is it?
Hey, I said live in opposite land today. I don't. Is Stonehenge the largest henge in the UK?
um, Largest stones, yes. Not the oldest though. There's older ones about.
Does the I don't I'm having a brain fart right now, and I probably should just look it up. The Rose Line.
Oh, of the what?
The Rose Line. Why am I having a brain fart?
I don't know.
Give me a second.
Okay, you have to remember I've got a headache too. This.
I know I'm having a moment.
Mm,
So instead, we'll just go on to something else because I'm non-brainiac
yes.
over here today.
Okay. Yep.
What I did pull up the today in history stuff.
Hmm. So 19. Yep. So 1947, the Diary of Anne Frank is published.
I saw that, and this is well, it's only 10 p.m. here, so everybody who is in the future, for me, these will be for the 25th of June.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
I appreciate that in 1993, both Canada and Turkey elect female heads of government for the first time.
yeah. So what's important about the Diary of Anne Frank? Well, it shows you how it shows you first-hand knowledge of how the Nazis treated the people in the camps, and it shows you first-hand knowledge and how they hid away from the Nazis. So it's very much one important piece of literature.
That it still makes me cry. I cannot help it.
Oh, oh yes, yeah, yes, sad. And she died a couple of days. When she died just before the war ended, too.
My thing is, I look at this list right here, and here 3 years, just 3 years to the date of this being published in this people reading it within those first couple of years, and then the war breaks out in Korea.
Yeah, I think that is wrong. The North Korean War begins as North Korea invades South Korea, and it said the war soon evolved into an international conflict and a proxy war between the US and the Soviet Union, leading to fears of a new world war. I believe it was mostly between North Korea and China and the UN.
I think there's lots of history that has been, I want to say dumbed down, but sides have been drawn,
Yeah,
and
I
depending
blame
on,
America.
okay, we'll take the blame.
It's never our fault. It's America's fault.
OG, it actually says right there, Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, the very bottom.
I, I think that's the one the British. Um, that was the one the British liberated, and the reports of groans, the reports of soldiers who had seen combat who had lost friends. They mean these are hardened men just walking in this camp and bursting into tears. Um, my dad was in the army. He served in Germany, and he went to that camp, and he said he didn't hear one single bird sing over it.
I just can't imagine.
Hmm?
I just can't imagine. I mean, it's just
No, you just can't. I mean,
no.
they shipped him in by trains from all different parts of Europe, and it wasn't. What everybody forgets, it wasn't just Germany that had done this. It was other places in Europe that done it too, and they helped to participate in this horrendous. I can't even. Oh, I'm not even finish that sentence because you just it's beyond even
Don't
comprehension.
try to wrap your head around it. Don't try to comprehend it, because
No,
there is true evil in the world that none of us will be able to understand.
no, exactly, and it just wasn't about, and it just wasn't about the Jewish people. It was they done. It was the mentally handicapped, the physically handicapped, gays, gay people. Gays may not be PC enough today, but people of the gay
But
community.
how many of those were just an assumption because somebody else narked somebody else because they thought they themselves were protecting their families?
We never know.
Yeah, we will absolutely never know.
We'll never know. And they've done experiments on them too. I mean,
Every
these are not.
country has done experiments on their own people. let,
Yeah, but not.
let's get this straight though. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
there is not a country, a continent, a civilization in this world that has not experimented on their own people.
Yeah, but not the way these done experiments.
This was just exposed to the world.
Yeah, but they didn't. Yeah, well,
You you don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
that is very true. That is
So
very true.
I'm going to
There.
lighten this back up a little bit with just 17 years later, the world's first live global satellite television program is aired. BBC.
Oh, the
BBC.
Beatles. Yeah, all you need is love.
Yeah, all you need is love.
They've talked a lot of shite. All you need is love. What the fuck were you on about, Paul?
Oh.
What a
Okay,
load of
let's scroll down a sec.
what a load of crap. All you need is love. Yeah, right. Okay. The Firebird is premiered. Yeah, I'm not into that ballet.
Look at the birth. George Michael, Ricky Gervais,
Yeah,
Sidney Lumet, George Orwell.
yes.
Let's see,
He wrote the book
holidays.
1984.
Holidays, if we look over here to the right hand side, Day of the Seafarer, Dragon Boat Festival, Father's Day, Independence Day, and the People's Port Day.
Hooray
Mmm.
for all of those days. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Okay. So, George Orwell.
Okay.
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson passed away. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been that long ago.
Yeah. I don't have no time for him.
What? Until he went, I think until the fame really got to him, he was a great artist. And then just fame and fortune and
Great
people
artist who had
wanting
one major problem about him:
what?
the children.
You know, I still don't know if I believe it or not believe it.
Oh come on, what grown man sleeps with children?
I think he was just a big kid.
I
I
think he was a lot.
honestly think about how he grew up. Think
I don't
about
know.
think about all the artists that were children when they started. They've
Uh,
all gone through their freaky times or their reverting to childhood to try to relive things that they missed. I I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. I I question all of it.
well, you don't pay off a child for saying it, do you?
But you do.
No.
Think about how yo is it easier? Okay. Oh, think back just a year ago between the can you imagine if they would have gone through the courts? Like and we're talking this was how many years prior to um the drawn out thing with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I mean,
Yep.
can you imagine what that have been? The chaos of a court. It would be easier just to give people to money just to not deal with it. And how many of these people sent their kids there purpose with intent to try to stir up something so they could reap some kind of reward.
Well, I just think he was a.
And if
That's
he
just my.
was, then that's on him. But I've not
Yeah.
seen any of those children come forward, have you? Now, especially that they're adults and technically their parents signed for stuff, so unless they re signed things after they were 18, you know.
Mm. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of him.
What about Jacques Cousteau? Are we all a big fan of Jacques Cousteau?
What did he really do?
He was a biologist. Hey,
Yeah.
Ruru.
Hey, Ruru. Hello.
I
Yeah, he
remember
swam with fishes. How brilliant is that? Come on.
he did a lot of bringing attention to the oceans and the seas and marine biology. Weren't there?
But he
I know,
swam with
weren't there?
fishes. I mean, how exciting is that? Yes, let's
Well,
go
you go
swim with
swim with the
fishes.
fishes and show us.
I bloody well can't. I swim like a brick.
Oh.
I'm in a moaning mood today.
Oh, well. Oh, goodness. I mean, we can go, I don't even want to pronounce Is it Michael? Michelle? Michael?
Yeah. I've got to ask.
Yeah, I think we got more Cousteau over here as kids
Yes.
than probably Paul did.
Yes.
Because,
So,
people
yeah,
in the
sorry,
UK
Liz.
hate those French people.
Yeah, they're French. So, Ruru, would you like to come up and join us? If you would like to, I'll put the link on for you. So there you go. Come and join the chat. There you go. We don't hate the French.
You don't hate the French. Talk to some of
No.
your fellow country people. We're just BSing at this point, Rue.
Yeah. You come up and have a laugh.
OG Liz, you know how to just ping him on Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, there. I'll stop sharing that. Sorry. I
Oh,
am in a moment. We're just. Paul's not feeling great. I don't
no.
know if somebody else who was supposed to show up is showing up. I have. I don't know if you've heard from anybody.
Well, there was supposed to be one person, but I'm not going to mention any names.
Exactly.
I think there's been enough
And
of that.
has been informed or not informed.
Well, he knew it was happening today and it has not turned up, so.
Okay. What?
And I don't like the way he chats about people neither, so.
Okay, so we'll avoid the drama. What else would you
Yeah.
like me to search up?
Curry flavoured condoms.
Oh, do I really want to put that in my Google search? How about we
No.
just go with flavored condoms?
I don't think we should talk
Extreme.
about that. Oh.
Extreme flavored.
Okay. I'll put
Oh my
the link.
goodness.
Oh, the link is on here. Oh, how hard is it?
Oh, do I dare touch this one?
And that's what the actress said to the bishop.
Condomtaxsizes.org. Most bizarre or extreme condom flavors. I don't think I want to hit that link.
No, I don't think we want to put that one on there. So we're not going to talk about curry flavored or any type of flavor of prophylactic or.
Oh, I'm okay with. Amazon sells different fantasy flavored ones, and Walmart as well.
We don't have Walmart over here. We've got Asda.
What? Let's see what Amazon has to say. Oh, it's a 36 pack.
Wow.
Vanilla, strawberry, mint, grape, chocolate, and banana. That's tame.
Banana.
That's not extreme.
Ooh.
Cocktail Club. Oh, Cocktail Club, premium flavored.
Okay.
Did
Hold
you
on,
link
hold
the?
on.
Oh
Let me
no,
get
he
this.
linked the wrong thing. Hang
Okay.
on.
Let me get it again.
It linked to what you linked me. It's easier.
Okay.
Or I will grab it. I will grab it.
There you go. I'm sorry. It's up there now.
You flippin' blonde.
I caught a lot of sun yesterday.
I can't. If you take the 3 little buttons on the side there, I think you can just pin it from your StreamYard where you just posted it.
I don't know.
Can you try it real quick?
There you go. That.
I should be able to just pin it.
I don't know. This is
Too
all
much
too
effort. It's too much
Yeah.
effort today.
It's very complicated. Okay, there's Liz here. Hello, Liz.
Is that our OG?
Yeah,
I don't
FOGs.
have access on StreamYards. I only have mod privileges over in YouTube.
Yeah.
OG, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I need to stop the echo.
Okay.
Turn off, mute the actual stream. I just leave it running in the background, but I just mute it, and then I hear us in here.
Right. What did I put on there anyway?
What'd you put where?
I'm a doughball.
On a
That's
what?
fine. A doughball.
A dough ball?
Yeah.
Like a Pillsbury Doughboy ball? Or like a gonna
Just
put it
turn the
in the
knife, Liz.
oven?
Just turn the knife.
I'm asking for clarification.
Yeah, just turn the knife. Make it to something else, yeah? Not have you insulted.
I'm trying to figure out if it's a
not have you be
bun,
called. Yep,
a bun
insulted.
thing you're gonna put in the oven.
Yep, not you being insulted people of short height, fairies, and now you're insulting me now.
I did not. I asked what you were talking about. I did not talk about any of your personal appendages.
Can you guys hear me?
Yay! Did you figure it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed to mute YouTube.
Hold on.
Yep.
Nunzio. Device is not connected. No, that's not taking it. So I'm not banning you, but I'm just yeah.
I don't know if I want to hear you make those balls over there.
Yeah. So you coming up and join us, Ruru? You can talk about my dough balls.
Well, that just sounds gross.
Oh, gee, Liz, you just lit up, you witch.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry, hon.
You're loud.
It might turn me down. I don't know how.
Okay, so they're gonna add Nunzio. See what Nunzio says.
In your settings, OG, at the bottom
Yeah.
of StreamYards.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hi. How you doing,
wow,
man?
everybody
Okay.
sounds loud tonight.
Yeah.
Bottom of StreamYard settings.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think it was the phone or some shit like that. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, man. How you
Yeah,
doing?
Pretty good, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just having a little chat on here, you know, bit of live chat, no drama, no bullshit like that.
Yeah, it's saying
Yeah, for
Ruru's
sure.
as well is not working with
Okay.
StreamYards.
There you
How's
go.
my-
Ruru's on here too. Hello. Hey, Ruru.
Hey, Rue. How's my volume now? Is it better?
Yes.
Thank you.
Heyo. Wait, I can't hear anybody.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
No, I
hear me?
can. Hi.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
Rue.
Hey. This is my first time on a panel with you, Liz.
Well,
Yeah.
I only do...
Well, I mean flaky. What?
It's
You've got to be
confusing.
careful which Liz.
Yeah.
The only panels I'll do, Rue, is Paul's or Brian's.
Okay, so you're kind of like a Joey Waffles, like very selective. Who you hop on? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just not a fan of getting attacked. So
I don't blame you.
I only go places where I feel safe. You know, and that's really just these two channels right now
Right.
for me.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you at all.
Did you see the pictures, Ruru? Was near. Have you ever heard of Stonehenge?
Stonehenge, like the queen, like the royal shit.
No, the Stone. Yeah. I went off Team
Yeah.
Queen yesterday, even though she's
Nah,
been
don't
dead.
they take the witches over there? Some shit, burn 'em?
Yeah, it's
There was also like there's also some other shit with them as well.
yeah, it's a
Oh,
group.
you're
It's a
smart,
stones
Nunzio.
from the yes from stones from the Stone Age. If you put it up again, Liz.
Yeah, they say that the moon's like a certain source of energy type shit
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's a conducting of electricity.
Oh.
They also say it was a clock. It was a place of worship for druids.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought they found
and
graves, Paul, didn't they? Did
yeah,
they find? Yeah.
graves in it too. Hold on, let me see this. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
that's
in. Go ahead, Paul.
that was taken because we were driving past it the other day because I was near there.
That's
Does it
dope.
cost
cool,
to
man.
get in, Paul?
Yeah,
Do
you
they
should
charge
go.
money?
What's that?
Do they charge money to get up to see it? Does it
I
cost?
don't know, but I think so. But as we're going by the road, I don't think they would have charged us, Liz. We were too fast for them.
Right, but if you were gonna get out and walk up, I'm just wondering if it was something that they
Yeah,
charge people for. Yeah, like a
yeah.
park.
There's the other side of the stones. There's a car park, so you need to be the other side of them.
Gotcha.
You know, but yeah, it's amazing how they got there because this is
So,
made
can
in
you
like a
explain
stone.
what that is exactly?
That's the thing. Nobody really knows.
It's folklore.
Oh.
It's a
Yeah,
hinge. It's just
it's
a big hinge. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
but
They
wow.
it could have been an altar for some shit back in the days or whatever.
yeah.
Certain tribe or whatever. Who
They
knows?
could have been used as a
How
clock.
far?
It was a
How?
place of worship. It could have been. They've been used. They found graves in it. They don't know if it's from a graveyard or something like that.
Oh, there's the prices. How old is it, Paul? Do they know for sure when it was built?
Stone Age.
Mm.
Well, that's pretty vague, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Anything more
Yeah, I'm sure
precise?
they had hoist and stuff like that you could
Well,
put up.
they said there was a guy who done it on YouTube who showed how they may have done it. But what is amazing is they got those stones and they were carved in a quarry in Wales, and they dragged them over 100 miles to get to there.
Yeah.
And that's what's amazing about it. They're said to have used a system of logs, placing logs in front of each of the stones.
Hmm.
I think they did that with the pyramids too, to some degree. So that makes sense.
But it shows you that the culture, you know, they had the ability to do this,
Right.
which is absolutely amazing in itself.
Wait, and this
Hello,
is
Laura.
by your house?
No, this is about 100 miles away from me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not very far.
Yeah, no, it's not very far. No, but it's not a walkable distance, is it?
No.
No, not at all. But it's what, an hour and a half drive at 60 miles an hour. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, that I wouldn't even get out of my state driving that far.
Right.
Well, I'm so sorry. I live in a small country. I can't help it, can I?
That's true, hon. I'm sorry. What can I say?
What can I say? Yeah, you can leave Britain alone. Stop picking on Britain.
Oh, I never pick on Britain. You know better than that.
I feel abused. You're abusing me.
You little twerp. You know exactly how I feel about Great Britain.
Yeah, that shit is crazy though. That's dope.
It is.
I like
It is.
that.
But it's
My
not the
people's
only
from
one.
over there. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, so that's cool. You got that. They do a lot of stick ups over there too. Yeah, British.
They
Yeah.
celebrate the solstice there, the longest day. You get all people coming out dressed as druids and all that to worship at the stones.
Well, that would be cool to see.
Is
Yeah,
that
I
like
know.
the thing that they do in Sweden? What is that thing that they do? Oh my god.
I know Sweden makes good porn. That's the only thing I know
What is
much
that
about
stupid
Sweden.
thing? No, it's like a ritual thing. They do it every year. It's like a. Oh my god! I have to hold on.
Yo, you listen. Yo, you know you can get guns over there too, right? There's other ways to do it. I'll tell you. You have to. So if you have a pistol, it has to be like a 16-inch barrel, like you know. So if,
Yeah,
it's
you
ridiculous,
can
and you could
legally
only
own
have them
Uzis.
to sport. Yeah, you could legally own them for sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can legally
for
own
sport.
Uzis over here. You need a shotgun. If you get a shotgun, you need a shotgun license, and you need a proper place to hold them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for competition shooting, they have certain sports
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Oh, it's called
yeah.
okay in Sweden. It's called Midsummer Festival. It's like the
Laura, I
celebration of
am
the summer
reading.
solstice.
I'm just flipping too many tabs over here to keep flipping back in to type into
Yeah.
to actual YouTube chat.
Wait, so over there, they can't have you guys or Paul. You can't have firearms.
Yeah, we can have firearms. It's just heavily regulated.
Mm,
Yeah, you
I
can't
see.
get it as often
Yeah.
as you can over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, what changed Britain and firearms, we had two major shootings. We had one in the 80s, which was near me, and we had one in Scotland where a person walked into a school and shot school kiddies.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
And then we went, that was Dunblane. Then we went, no, something needs to be done, and we stopped it.
Oh wow.
They had an armory over there too as well.
Yeah, the bloke walked into the school with two pistols and started shooting the children.
When did this happen, Paul?
That happened in 95, 96.
It's been a while. Okay.
Yeah, it sort of changed the way we think about firearms and stuff like that. And it was banned pistols, banned certain types of pistols.
Yeah, like so that's the reason why they banned certain type of pistols. So Glocks and shit like that, I presume.
Yeah, there was the whole nation just was shocked and stopped it. You know,
And there hasn't been any more shootings like that since then.
well, we don't really have mass shootings. I mean, if you look at our gun deaths, we only get about 120 odd a year over here
Okay.
for firearms. But we also have a high knife crime.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. If I had
Yeah,
a
but
choice,
that gets blown up all out of proportion in the press.
does it? Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds
Nah, man, that shit is no joke. Something like that to do that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I mean, that's mostly from the inner cities, inner city violence.
Yeah, London.
London, Birmingham, Manchester, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Liverpool.
Glasgow for sure. Glasgow, London. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit is crazy. Yeah,
Man,
over there, yo, that's the Glasgow smile type shit.
Yeah, I lived in Glasgow in the 90s, and I can remember watching people jump out the vans with samurai swords and baseball bats.
Jeez.
What is this, a 90s movie, bro? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
It's crazy.
This is true. I remember one guy coming down.
It's crazy. Samurai sword.
Fairly big built guy, and he had a starter pistol, and he started shouting out, "I've got a real gun! I've got a real gun!" And the kid, he was as skinny as a rake. He was 15, and all he had was like a bit of dodder wood, you know. And he went,
Yeah.
"That's not a fucking real gun," and
Yeah,
chased
fuck.
him.
Yeah,
The guy had the pistol, just stood there. And as the
Yeah, you could have
15-year-old
smacked him in the
chased him,
face with him too. Hit him in the temple,
yeah,
watch him dropping T's. Yeah.
the
Or,
best bit
you
is,
could or just hit it right to their temple, knock them, boom. They still,
yep,
I'm telling you, point blank range, brother. That'll knock someone fucking back because it'll
it
destroy the
would.
skull.
But
Yeah, I
the
know.
best bit was of the story, mate, is as soon as the 15-year-old started going after the person with his gun, all of his mates started going with the 15-year-old. So there's about 20 odd teenagers chasing this guy.
Oh
That
wow.
shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, that shit's bugged
Yeah,
out.
I
Yeah,
mean, they used to
you
get
do
the
your
police
thing over
van.
there.
They get the police riot van out, and suddenly all this they'll both just stop their fighting and just start rocking the police van.
Oh wow.
You wouldn't think of Britain. You wouldn't think this would happen in Britain, but it does.
Yeah, nah, but see, back in the day, dude, a lot of shit, a lot of bonnets in Britain back in the day with
Yeah, I mean, I can remember. I won't go into the full details of the story,
Ireland and all that other shit.
but some people I knew went and beat this boy up, and he died like 8 times in an ambulance. Unfortunately, a member of his he lived, but unfortunately, a member of his family was he wasn't a man to be messed around with, and he got every single one of them back for it.
Oh
He
wow.
believed the last person they got back, he they slit his throat from him and just left him there.
Hmm.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, the definitely not a person to be messed around with. There was lots of
Yeah, nah. They did what they had to do. He did what he had to do. That's what the fuck
yeah,
that
yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah. They all heard about how this person was coming for them, and they all moved to England. Well, one of them moved to England and stayed in England for 3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Also heard a person getting shot too. You know, I'd come from a village in Surrey. I'd never seen these things in my life. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
yeah, for sure.
yeah,
But
just
I'm
moving
saying,
up, and it's like,
things
wow,
happen. Anyway, it could go off anyway. You never know. Some probably
yeah.
got, like, you don't even know if your next door neighbor ain't shit type shit.
Well,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or
that
someone's
did
trying to
happen.
make a name for themselves anyway. It doesn't matter. Someone
No,
wants to make a name for themselves like that. They're gonna hit you harder. You heard that?
that that did happen when in the like I said, the village I grew up.
Yeah.
A husband
That's
hired hitmen to hit his wife. Unfortunately, she heard about it and paid them double to kill the husband, and they done it.
Yeah. Oh my
That
god.
actually happens a lot though in America.
triple cross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get out.
and they still never caught the guys who done it.
Wow.
Well,
They
that's
got
the
rid
whole
of the
idea,
thing.
right?
They got rid
Well,
of
yeah,
that thing. Good.
yeah, that's the perfect hit. But you wouldn't think from a leafy little village in Surrey, though.
Yeah, but I don't put it past nobody, cause
Mm-hmm.
gotta be
No,
careful out
no,
there and keep.
I
no.
got
Listen and be a man of your word, though. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
The
totally
people
agree,
you
mate.
necessarily care for, bruh. That's it.
Yeah,
Anything
I
else
totally do
what
agree with
comes
that.
with the life, bruh. Anything that comes with this life.
You know,
so
is
I got held up at gunpoint one time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a place that I worked at. I was just a kid. I don't know, 19, I think, maybe 20 years old, and it was a credit union where I live, and I worked there in the summers and part time around college. And these two guys came in with masks and guns, and they thought the credit union was like a bank, and they had
Mm.
a lot of cash on hand. And credit unions usually don't or at least back then, because that was back in the 70s.
Hmm.
They didn't have a lot of cash, so they didn't get much. But it was one of those things where while it's happening, you're kind of numb and you're
Hmm.
not really scared until it's over. And you
Right.
get and you're it was surreal. It was happened very quickly. They were in and out. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got shot. They never got caught. It was but it was a weird experience.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I got
So anyway, that's crazy. Yeah, I never got robbed before. Hey,
what's that,
legit.
mate?
Never.
Yeah, but did you ever rob somebody?
Uh, I
No.
probably snatched it off someone's neck. Yeah, their chain.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Were times
Yeah.
hard or something? Is that why you did it?
Nah, I just did it because I took his manhood.
Mm. I see.
all right, it was a bit of beef, was it?
Huh?
Was it a bit of beef?
I don't know.
You know,
Yeah, I've
did
done
you
that
have beef
before,
with
bro.
him?
I've done that before. Well, you know what? It is what it is. Did I get into a beef with him? Nah. He
Mm,
paid back for his sin.
yeah. You know,
So I was good either way, type shit.
yeah.
Like, you know?
I've been
That's how
beaten
New
up
York was back in the day. Like, yo, they would snatch your chains and then be like, yo, pay this. Like, if you would,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, they did that. They've done that over here too. I mean, I got beaten up really badly once. I had an iron bar smashed over my head.
Everybody went to smoke.
Yeah, I had you know what I mean by a G clamp.
No.
No.
Okay, yeah. So just to hold clamp to hold a piece of wood to a table. You use one of them as a knuckle duster too. So I had
I
one
don't know
guy
what that is either.
trying to stop one guy from hitting me. Then next thing I felt a thud at the back of my head. Turned around and said, "What the do you think you're doing?" And it was this big, massive guy with an iron bar.
Wow.
Kick him in his kneecaps.
A G
Do
clamp is
something.
what we would call a C clamp over here.
Yeah.
Like, break his kneecaps. You know? If you have that possibility type shit.
Mm.
So, because if
Well,
you break their legs, if you don't have a good shot open on their head, you have something on their body. They go their kneecap, right? And they do that, they fall. And you just take with that fucking 2x4, crack them that dude in the head. Obviously, you're going to have to worry about these two dudes, so it's got to be quick.
Yeah.
You know, you have to assess the situation like that. Yeah. And if you don't have nothing else, find something, get a pipe off the fucking street. I'm sure the one will be there.
We lived in I'll tell you what. Back in the 80s, when I used to go to school, we used to have bomb threats at our school.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
your
was
school?
when I was young,
Grade
bro.
school.
It was
Yeah, bomb threats because we you got to remember in the 80s it was the height of the IRA and we had army school kids coming to the school. Used to be transported over from the army camps.
Oh, wow.
So what? Does that make create more of a target or what? I don't get it.
Yeah, of course it makes it a target, Liz. Do you think
so
the IRA?
IRA was all over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were blowing that shit up. That's what IRA was doing for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, we're a target, and I live near a military area, so you know.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I got all the way through school,
So-
and never had to deal with a bomb threat.
Mm.
Well, yeah,
Very
because their
different.
government was fighting. Listen, their government was fighting with this, organization, and that's what it was.
Yeah, but it was Ireland, Paul. The
Yeah.
IRA.
No, it was
It
Northern
was all
Ireland. It was
over.
it was more like Northern Ireland.
Right.
Yeah, it's
But
part of
OG,
Britain.
you're
Yeah.
a little bit older than us.
Yeah.
We used to have bombs called into our school.
That's why
We
they were
had
blowing it up.
we had
Seriously.
bomb threats. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was in
I
California.
I don't
though, right?
remember if you remember when people would go postal
Oh,
and
I have
then
a
all the
troll here.
and then the
Shit.
bomb threats would
There's a stroll.
come into the schools.
Do you want him
No?
to be banned
Okay.
there, Ruru?
I don't really care.
I know,
It's
but
not-
this is a
they're not-
non-drug. I don't
Yeah,
don't
then
have
you
any
can,
of
yeah,
that
you can ban
bullshit.
it. I just don't want to be like a snowflake, but yeah, you can ban it if you want.
No, I don't have
Little
that.
shithead.
Sorry, if you're going to use somebody else's picture. get
Yeah,
out of
right?
it.
Shoot that
Yeah,
bitch out.
I try to keep all the drama out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a feeling I know who that is, though.
Dirty
Well,
bitch.
they got taken out anyway.
Dusty bitch. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think so too. Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm going to tell people this is none of this BS drama bullshit here. We're just here to have a chat, to have a bit of a laugh, and to talk about some subjects too.
Right.
So if you come up with taking with another person's picture with a name I don't recognise, you're out.
I like it.
I don't care if it loses me subs. I just want the people to be safe and to have a good laugh and chat.
Yeah, the people that prefer drama don't come around. It's the
Right.
same thing over at E&D. We don't get, the drama people. They don't come because there's no drama.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't want to get my guests, because you're all my guests. I don't want my guests to be insulted either,
Mm-hmm.
because this is my house, or my virtual house. Sit down and have a cup of tea.
Oh boy, they are just coming in like crazy.
They're
yeah.
persistent.
Huh.
There you go.
I wonder who that one is.
Probably from one of the other channels, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about if you have a problem with somebody, come up and be yourself and
Exactly.
actually have a conversation.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Don't hide behind sock accounts. Be who you are. Come with your main and actually have a conversation.
Yes.
Okay,
Hey,
who's got TV
Nunzio,
on?
can you either mute up or fix it where you're not getting the echo, please?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's something happen. I don't... Anyway, the events of the world have turned really funny this week, haven't they?
Well, I haven't
Oh my
followed the Russia thing. What's going on there? Can somebody tell me?
Well, they were close to a civil war.
Russia and not Ukraine, I'm assuming.
Yes,
You're talking. Yeah.
Russia was close to a civil war.
Really?
Yeah, and they're
So
still
what-
close to the civil war.
Well, I was just going to say, what's stopping it?
Listen, Russia and Ukraine is fighting right now, correct?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
when the fuck you think this is gonna? I don't think this is gonna stop. They're sending listen, they're doing crazy shit, bro. They're sending javelin missiles and all that shit over there, providing America's back in Britain as well. So therefore, like, listen, we got some things to do. Get shit to fucking together. I'm telling you, people, get shit together, and it's gonna be mayhem. Like, they're hiding all this shit. Like, they're saying 5 people
Well,
go missing for a submarine for the Titanic shit.
Yeah.
I think it's all illusions when they're trying to do this with the people.
I'm
You know,
not so
because
sure
World War
about that
III
one.
is amongst us because of this fucking prick Biden. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
All right, mate. I like you being here, but just calm down the language a little bit, please, mate.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure, bro.
okay.
Okay, mate.
That's
Cool, man.
you're
Thank
not
you.
knowing what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know. And now
Well,
Britain is sending Javelin missiles over to Ukraine. You know?
yeah, we're not sending javelins. You're sending the javelins. We're sending missiles called NLAWs, and also we're sending them a storm.
We're doing mad shit, bro, that we're not supposed to be doing. Like our conflict was supposed to be so this they have an unwritten contract with NATO. We have no fucking business over there in fucking Ukraine.
None do.
He's trying to get back the other thing. Uh he's trying to get Russia, China, and Northern Korea back on board. That's why this fucking excuse me for my language. I'm very passionate
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
Trump should have been in office though, so you know what I'm saying? Because he was shaking hands with
No,
all
no,
of
we don't
them.
go politics here.
You
Oh,
know,
okay.
I'm just
Okay.
We
saying,
No,
don't go
no,
drama.
no
politics,
politics. No
Nope.
politics.
no
Yeah.
politics. I
We're
That
new
tends,
here.
yeah, that tends. Yeah, we're going to be Sweden. We'll just say a little
Okay.
bit, but you know,
Switzerland. Yeah.
but
Okay.
Sweden, I
but
thought it was Switzerland.
appreciate what you're
Yeah.
saying, but I think you may be wrong in there. I think Trump
But
isn't a
listen, he
good.
was shaking hands with everybody, so that would have eased the
Yeah.
deal off. Then the next person after them 8 years, then what would have happened? You know what I'm saying?
Mm, that's very true. I
But
mean, all we can see is how this plays out now.
of course,
You know,
let's see how this shit
but
works out. I mean,
yeah,
World War III comes, it goes. Let's go. That's it.
it happened to me first, mate. You'll be the last ones to feel it.
Yeah,
I don't know
World War
about
III
that.
is not going to start there.
Imagine,
I don't
nah,
know.
because you know how the Cuban Missile Crisis back in the day, they were, you know, oh, I'm going to push
Yeah,
a button. I'm going to push a. I think
yeah.
it's going to be something like that. And listen, these world leaders are nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Any one of them could push a button, and then the rest of them push a button, and then
nuclear
we push a
weapons.
button.
Well,
Because we're positioning
nuclear.
our nukes in Australia, I believe, because that's where Biden bought contracts to Australia.
No, there's no nukes in Australia yet. We signed a deal between us, America, and Australia to build nuclear powered submarines.
Yeah,
Okay, that's even better.
they're not doing land.
So they're gonna
Yeah.
send nukes through the water. Okay.
Well,
Yep.
nukes have always been in the water, mate. They've always been going
Yep.
through there.
Yeah. That's what they're
You
doing.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got
Oh,
our
they got them
submarines. I
silos as well.
think I can't remember what base. I think it's a dreadnought class submarine that holds up to 16 to 18 nuclear missiles.
Yeah. Did you know America holds a lot of nukes, and they got a contingency plan if all else fails. They push a button and everything gets exploded. Everything's a parking lot.
Well, that's a cheery night, mate.
Yeah, brother.
Anybody for a barbecue that day?
I don't think it's going to start there. I don't think it'll start there at all. I think it'll start in the Middle East. But
Look,
that's just
I'll bring a pack of sausages. Somebody bring the burgers. Somebody bring
I
a
got
bit of
this. I
chicken.
got everything: steaks, ribeyes, all that.
Sounds
We
brilliant. I'll
good.
come round yours. I'll bring round the beers. We can all have a laugh together.
I mean, if we get a bunker, right? If y'all get a
Yeah,
bunker, some shit.
I have a better idea. How about we all work for de-escalating all of this bullshit?
Liz, you're the party pooper. I was ready to throw a party for this.
We can still do the barbecue, but actually bring everybody together to have a nice barbecue. So everybody goes home happy, fat, full. You know, calling
Liz,
the
you're the
Uber
voice
drivers.
of reason. You may be the voice of reason, but you poop in the party.
Yeah. I'm de-escalating the situation. Leave me alone, damn it, Paul.
none of you guys were even alive for the Cuban Missile Crisis. I was, but you weren't. Right?
Yeah, I wasn't alive for that, but I know about.
No,
certain
that wasn't
things.
alright.
No.
No.
We still had
Well, I
to do
was.
practice drills.
I was very, very young, but I was, and I actually was living in Florida at the time. So I was pretty geographically close to it as well. But I was very young. And so I don't remember a lot about it. but I do remember some. And it was pretty tense.
Well, yeah, it was a pretty tense part of the world. So, Ruru, you still here?
Where'd she go? Rue.
Yeah.
She's muted.
I'm here.
Yeah, but
I'm
no,
doing
I be
something.
knowing about
Hold
certain
on
things
one
as
Okay.
well.
second.
Oh,
It's all about pushing the button. See, like I see through the whole shit, you know. And so they're flying above. They're also doing Trump's dumps on the planes up in United States airspace. China's doing those against to see how diversion of aircrafts. It's called dump. Look that shit up. But
and that was the first operating system to drop the bomb was aircraft. So
True.
yeah, they're trying to thump. So China's dumping our planes. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's basically having a wind force and like adjust their course and like mess up their radar and their scanners and shit like that. It messes with the plane. You know, type in China dump United States aircraft. So that's what they're trying to do.
yeah, it's,
Some shit.
thing.
Y'all gotta
So
check
we
that out. That's
Yeah, man.
also running artillery stuff. That's basically running planes and shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
that's what they're doing.
So I'm just waiting for Ruru to come back up again. You know, well to come. What's doing what she thinks she's doing to just change the subject a little bit, see if she's got something she would like to chat about. You know. It's all
I'm
quiet.
back. What
Okay.
can we chat about? Let's talk about the submarine.
Okay, yes. Okay, this is something I know a little bit about, but not too much.
I don't know. Like, I've been following it, obviously, but people are saying that whole, that whole event that happened is like a false flag. Like it's something to cover up like a bigger thing that's going on. What the bigger thing is, I don't really know, but
No, that's
Yeah, I don't buy
when you
that.
find a tragedy like this, there's always going to be somebody's always going to do something. Say
conspiracy
about
theorists,
conspiracy
yeah.
theories.
Yeah.
So
what
my thing
people-
is, I feel bad. Sorry, but I feel bad because there was a teenager on board, like one of the
19.
billionaires. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he didn't even want to go. He felt bad because I guess this all happened around Father's Day, so he kind of felt like he
Right.
had to go, and I feel terrible. Out of everybody on board, I feel the most terrible for him. You know?
So what happened was
I think we all do. I think that is the biggest tragedy because the stories from the friends and family that have come
Yep.
out were like he really didn't even want to go.
Yep.
The peer pressure of having to go.
So what I presume happened was I've been looking into this and reading up about this. The submarine was built in 2018.
Right.
Now, one of the engineers working on the submarine voiced concerns about the submarine. He was later fired.
Okay.
The
Fired for
people have been-
voicing concern?
Yes.
Happens all the
Wow.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you fired for voicing concerns about the sub. One submariner went, I'm not going in that. He's seen what was possibly happen. Another guy who went down with the sub, because it's been down many times before, said it was like a suicide mission.
Oh, wow.
James Cameron, who made the Titanic, is also a submariner too, said it was a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh, no.
The controls of the submarine is debatable, but it was controlled by an Xbox or PlayStation controller.
Oh.
Yep. All of the
ridiculous.
So what
engineering,
could,
a lot
what
of the
possibly could have
engineering
happened?
suspect.
I'm not too sure. This is
Yeah, I
only
wonder-
presumption. Yep.
Like
because it was
so in that group, so in that submarine, cuz That's a shame.
Was
After, so they all died in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
they all did.
So,
yeah, I'll
Do you
go
think
in
they
how
have?
they
You ever
died.
seen the Titanic movie?
Of course.
Yeah,
Do you think that scene happened that way as well? Like they
No,
welcomed
it
them on
was
a
a
cruise ship?
millisecond implosion.
yeah. So
That's
what
fucked up.
happened was, Nandia, what happened was, what we can presume, we can only presume at the moment till they bring everything up to the surface, because it was a pressurized hull,
Right.
because it wasn't certified, it wasn't built, it was
Right.
what people were saying. It was shoddily built. It was a terrible thing. It was a
Right.
pressurized hull, and they may have been a crack in the hull which created the pressure.
Oh my
That's all it
god.
takes.
Because it's a pressurized hull, as you know. Try squashing a Coke can
Yep.
when it's full, when you haven't opened it. Then try crushing one when you open it.
Wow.
That's what happened. The
Like a
pressure
portal.
got released.
Like a portal.
The pressure got released, and it just crumpled up.
Wow.
They
But at
had
least it
to-
happens quickly, right, guys? Like at
Yeah.
least, you know.
Yeah, they
Now-
didn't.
now
They
they've
didn't
got
see
to
it
get.
coming.
Now they've got to get that submarine. I presume they know where it is. They'll
Mhm.
go get that whole of that submarine and bring it up to the surface and take.
So
the
listen,
body
how
out.
come they couldn't bring that up to the surface? They needed like, I think it was
Because
like
it's
a
in
couple
pieces?
billion for Nitro to pull that sub up. They could have pulled the sub up. I looked
Why
it up
can't
on
they-
IMDb.
Pieces.
No.
It's imploded, mate. It
No.
imploded, so it's all
No,
broken
no.
up.
So instead of the implosion, no, of course, before the 24-hour mark, they could have dropped that fuck.
What they're
excuse me.
finding out from the acoustics
They
right
had the
now.
money to do that. They spent 200,000 on
Nunzio.
the feet on the.
Yeah, Nunzio. You,
So
They couldn't
What they
spend a
do-
couple more
yeah,
to save themselves. Like, that's
yeah,
crazy.
but you got to remember that is in the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean's pretty murky when you get to a certain depth,
Mhm.
total darkness.
Mhm.
Total darkness.
right?
Why can't
they've
they
got-
bring up the Titanic?
Yeah.
Because it would break up.
Preservation.
Yeah, it would
Oh.
actually break up too. You got to remember, it's been underwater since the 1900s.
Yep.
Yep.
And why would you want to bring up a graveyard?
True. I mean, yeah. True. True.
Do you know how
true.
many
You need
people
like a
died
whole
on
lot
there?
of liquid nitrogen to pull that up. So
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about. Liquid nitrogen to pull up the sub. But you know,
Yeah, but
That's
that's in
what it is.
pieces.
They
oh
didn't
no, I'm
know-
saying before they just imploded. Before it imploded. I mean,
But
Yeah,
What
but
they're
it-
finding
yeah.
out, Nunzio, is that
Wasn't his son at
acute-
the
Wait,
wasn't his
Nunzio,
son
like
at the
you,
friggin'
Nunzio, you have to do like one at a
Nunzio.
time, dude.
Yeah, mate,
sure.
mate. If they wouldn't know it would be imploded, it would be in
they had no
milliseconds.
idea it was going to happen.
Yeah,
Prior
When
to
you
the
have a
implosion.
pressurization accident,
yeah, they had
you don't
no
see
idea.
it
Once
coming.
that pressure is gone, you've got no way of saving yourself.
That's right.
No, no, for sure. There's no way of saving yourself at all. I'm saying, but they had. I'm sure that they knew someone was down there in that friggin'
They-
submarine.
Well, of
Right?
course. But they didn't
They
know it
couldn't
was
do
going to
nothing.
implode.
Yeah, they couldn't do nothing. They knew it was something bad happened.
You don't
Mhm.
see an
They
implosion.
don't-
The
much-
acoustics recordings at this
Yeah.
point is showing before they even know they were in trouble, they had already had an implosion on board.
Exactly.
So
Oh, so
before
they blew
anybody
up
could have
already.
done
That's
anything,
crazy.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing
so-
with airplanes, guys.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
Have
yeah.
an implosion.
With
you
airplanes,
haven't-
you get sucked out. With the submarine, it'd be because you're underwater and you get so much pressure, it will just crumple up.
Exactly. And in an airplane, if it's a structural failure, you do not have any forewarning whatsoever. It
Mhm.
But the
just
questions-
happens.
Questions have got to be asked.
Yeah, when you go deep, for sure. When you go
Yeah.
deep into the ocean, for sure, that's a
So the
fact.
questions I've got to ask: why wasn't this craft certified? Why didn't the CEO listen to people who were telling him it was a danger to go in there?
Mhm.
Why didn't the US Navy release the sounds that they found? Because they found implosion sounds. Why didn't they release that? Why didn't they release the sounds earlier?
Well, you know what I want to
Yeah.
know about, Paul? Do you remember the earlier, before they knew it imploded, the earlier news reports were talking about a knocking noise at 30-minute intervals. Now, what the heck was that? Because if it was an implosion accident, they didn't see it coming. They didn't know they were in that kind of danger. So there would have been no reason for
Yeah,
that.
but we
And
okay. So
nobody's explained it.
yeah, we don't know how. We don't know the damage from the implosion. There could have been
Right.
a tail end from the damage. Yeah.
It also
Yeah,
could have been one of the sonar buoys that they misinterpreted. Could have been
Yeah.
another ship around there pinging that on the 30-minute, trying to
Right.
find the wreck.
well, that's a possibility. They had a P3 out there, Canadian, that was dropping sonar buoys. So
But
that might have, yeah, that could maybe, but again, 30-minute intervals, that still sounds really suspect and weird. I would like to hear somebody come up with some explanation for why they were
well,
putting
you
putting
maybe
that out
need
there.
you may need an expert on that one, Liz, because I certainly can't answer that. All I can know is what I've read up on.
Well, I've thought about reaching out to some of my former coworkers because a P8 is also a sub chaser, and that was
Yeah, but
the last plane I worked
yeah,
on.
but
So,
you also got to ask. You also got to have a sub expert on too.
oh yeah, I understand that, but I've also got a lot of Boeing engineers I could talk to about it that would have some answers as well. So,
They'd have
But
some answers. So,
eventually,
yeah.
here's the thing with like the NTSB and investigation, it takes time. This
oh
will
yeah,
probably
it
take
does.
at least a year for them to actually track
Oh
all
yeah,
of the information down.
Yep.
oh
And
yeah.
it'll end up going to committees in countries to decide what the hell actually happened, and then they'll fight that over too. So
Well,
And
Right.
the
there was
Canadian
no
police
black
are
box.
investigating it.
And they had no black box like you'd have on an airplane, right? So they have even less information to go by than if it had been an aviation accident.
but
So
now there are acoustics triggering and things like that around the Titanic. So I mean,
are
maybe
there?
they're just waiting for information back from those.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
thought they
I
had
mean,
it for monitoring the ship.
do you know what? They'll probably know all this, but won't be releasing out to the press.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Everything
know.
we've been talking about, they all know, and they won't release it to the press till later.
Well,
But
that could be.
they'll need to get the whole of that submarine back onto land to, or just leave it there because now it's a grave. But don't you
Well,
find
they
it's really weird that the sub name was Titan?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You know, and also what can be said is, should we ban all commercial submarines trying to visit wrecks?
Say that again. Should we ban
Should
it
we,
for what?
all commercial submarines visiting wrecks?
Oh,
No,
so you're
just
yeah, you
abide by the red tape and do your inspections. I mean,
well, if you're going to bring that question up for submarines, you got to look at space as well. So you got
No,
two major commercial
no, no,
space
no. I'm not talking
companies
about
right now,
submarines. I'm talking about commercial.
and so am I, Paul. There are two major U.S. companies that are working to do space tourism.
Yeah,
One
but we're not talking about
is
space. We're not talking about space. I'm talking
but
about
I
I'm
space
understand
is
where
talking,
she's
different.
going with this.
dude. I'm talking about regulation.
Yeah, but space
Okay,
is different to submarines. It's a
But
thing.
it's
It's a
still
different thing. It's
regulation.
it's
different
still
to.
commercialized businesses. Is what
No,
Thank
no,
she's
no.
you.
I'm
getting at
talking
here.
about. I'm not talking
Thank
about
you.
space. I'm talking about commercial submarines. Space
But
is different to thing. The pressure
It's
is different.
commercialization of militaristic equipment. Okay?
But it's different though from space to underwater.
Well, of course it is, but it still has to
I'm
be.
not talking about space travel. I'm talking about banning
Oh my
commercial
gosh,
submarines.
dude!
But you're
Paul,
talking about space.
wait.
Oh.
Wait a second. Everybody settle down.
Mediator.
Commercialized industries that could be dangerous to the public, whether
Thank
it be submarines, whether it be aircraft, whether
Thank
it
you.
be spacecraft, whether it be climbing. I mean,
Thank
you
you.
figure Mount Everest, look at all the climbers and stuff that die
I'm
up
talking
there.
about, but the physics
But-
is
Oh, Lord.
different. The physics is different
Okay,
from
well,
aircraft to.
we understand that. We truly do. But what we're saying is a commercialized business who is doing dangerous things. How, do we equate them? Do we not equate them?
We're talking about,
that's what we're talking
about. The whole thing is we're talking about underwater. It's
Well,
we want to
do not-
expand upon that, Paul.
we do not know. We know more about the space outside than we do about our oceans.
Correct.
We can send aircraft and rockets into space, and it is relatively safe because the pressure is different. There's no pressure.
What's
when you
what?
first-
What?
The further you go high, the higher you go, there is no pressure because there's no air.
Right.
But the further you go down into the sea,
Stronger the
the
pressure.
pressure- yeah, there's
Yeah.
tons of pressure. So it's different when
Yes.
you're talking about space travel, commercial space travel,
Yes.
to commercial submarine travel.
Yes, you're talking about the difference between
But
air and
yeah,
water.
I'm talking about the depths. Look at the depth of the Titanic.
Paul, we understand that. What we're saying,
Yeah, we
though,
get
is industries that are commercialized that could be, whether it be submersible, whether it be aeronautical,
Right.
do we regulate them to where they have stricter things,
the
or
air
do
traffic-
we
air-
wait? Let me finish.
Please.
Do we regulate those to become more strict, or just be done with them altogether?
Yeah, but if you ever look,
It doesn't matter whether it's submersible or aeronautical.
Liz can tell you, air travel is heavily regulated.
Some of it is.
Yes.
Some of the new
Commer-
space stuff is a little more iffy at this point.
Exactly.
But if
Yeah.
it's commercialized, it is heavily regulated.
It is
That-
for commercial air traffic control.
Yeah, That's
yes.
what it's
Okay,
commercial.
but
yeah?
what Lizzie is saying is that space hasn't gotten that far yet. Space travel.
Yeah, we've got a spaceport over in Britain. Richard Branson's building commercial space travel.
Jeff Bezos just went to space, right? Isn't there like a
Yeah,
So there's two companies, Rue. There's
Yeah.
Blue Origins and there's SpaceX.
yep,
Okay,
SpaceX.
one is
And
owned by
there's-
Bezos and one's owned by Elon Musk,
Yeah.
and they're both wanting to commercialize space travel.
Yeah.
And
Richard Branson's-
Boeing's tried to get into it as well.
yeah.
Okay.
Richard Branson's got his own commercial space travel too.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, but what we're
I-
saying is, should those industries be regulated, whether it be aeronautical or submersible? Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but they are. The air
It is
travel
we
regulated.
know that they're two different things. What you're not hearing is the commercialized services of these. Should they be more heavily regulated
Nunzio, you're
or be done
mic.
with?
Yeah, I am.
Yo, I want to get an 8-cent Warthog, actually.
Yeah.
And a
What's
U-boat.
that?
I am hearing what you're
The
saying.
8-cent Warthog is it's a warplane.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's
A10.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It demolishes
yeah,
shit.
well, it's a
And a U-boat, Russian U-boat. It's a submarine that goes in the water. I don't think I'll be able to get both of those.
I don't think you'd be able to
I
get
guess-
one of those.
Either.
No, a friend of mine has a
They're a
tank and
little-
a helicopter. Actually, my boy has a tank and a helicopter. So yeah,
Well,
yeah. You
I
can
think
buy
that's
that.
easier to get.
yeah, a tank and a helicopter for sure.
Yeah.
But you find air travel is more heavily regulated than commercial submarines.
and space
Well,
travel
you'd be
as well.
surprised when you get out here in Vegas.
But like I said, this guy let a submarine go down to the depths, and it wasn't built for that.
I think the commercial side of that with passengers at this point, no, you shouldn't be having that until you're,
Are
actually
you
follow
talking
the red
about like
tape.
commercially buying these things and owning them? Is
No,
that what you're
actually,
talking about?
using for commercial travel, mean going down to the like they spend, go down to like visiting shipwrecks. Should that be stopped?
What? Well,
Should
I don't think it should be
commercialize it?
stopped. I think it should be regulated.
I don't know what regulations you're talking about, but who knows?
I think it should be stopped. It's like visiting a graveyard, isn't it?
I don't think it should be stopped. I think it needs to be regulated. Period.
I think it should be stopped altogether. I think you should let the dead be.
Well, then I have a question for you, Paul. Stonehenge had people buried it, so how does that equate?
Yeah, you're not going to exactly die for walking to Stonehenge unless one of those stones fall on top of you, Liz.
But I mean, one or the other. People
The
visit
chances are,
graves. There
the
are.
chances are of death are like, they're massive. Yeah, no difference.
Do the people not? I mean, look at people who go and visit the Civil War fields and stuff. Those are graveyards.
Yeah, they are graveyards, but there's no the chances of death are
So
minuscule.
listen, you don't go
compared to-
visit your relatives when they're dead?
He's saying people viewing it outside who are not related. Basically,
Yeah,
viewing.
but I think we should leave shipwrecks. People that die, like they died on the wreck, leave them alone. Like you should treat them like war graves.
Nah, it's good to go see your relatives.
Well,
yeah, but when you're talking about
In a
under the sea,
mausoleum
mate,
or some shit, type shit.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
we're
Yeah.
talking about under the sea.
well, look, it's not like
Well,
there's
if they're
still
going to be under the
bodies
sea,
floating around
they're a part of the
anywhere.
water forever. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
Well,
The water is
yes,
its own beast. So
yes,
you
yes,
can't
and
complain
no.
with that.
No,
Out of
well,
their own
so
stupidity, they did that shit. So,
there's
and they
no
paid
body.
$200,000 for each of this. It was $1 million for the whole cruise ship to get a submarine to explode. No, thank you.
There's
Yeah.
no bodies left for the
I'm
Titanic.
saying I like my life better than that. Just saying.
Well, I have a question for Paul. What about like the USS Arizona in Hawaii that has been turned into a national memorial?
That has, but you can't go down to it, can you?
You can walk up to it and view it, yes.
But yeah, you can walk up to view it, but you can't go down, dive to it, can you?
I don't
One
know.
of them placed the bet on the
I think you have to have
U-boat.
special permission for that. But
Yeah, that's what I mean. But not the commercialization of visiting shipwrecks. Unless it's for like historical purposes, I think may need to stop. Because it's different to visit a graveyard. The graveyard you can walk, or any part, or any battlefield you can walk on. The chances of anything bad happening to you is so small. But going down to the depths some of these ships sink at, no.
Okay, Paul, let me ask you then. Should the two companies, the major companies right now in the U.S. that are sending up and building spacecraft for commercial use be stopped?
Has there been any problems with it?
They haven't gotten that far yet, dude.
No, but has
They
there been?
haven't.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They haven't got that far yet. But it's like going up in a plane, then, isn't it?
No, it's not at all like going up in a plane.
Well, when they're talking about commercial space travel, they're not talking about. They're talking about going up to the different atmospheres. They're not using rockets. They're using high-powered jets. What they're planning to do.
No,
Yeah, hold on.
no, it's rockets.
Talking about, yeah, they got a booster jet on that shit. That fucking,
It's all
yeah, excuse me
rocketry.
for my language, but yeah, they definitely do. All right, I'm pretty sure I've seen it happen before.
Oh, I know it is, guys.
Check
Look, I worked
Red Bull.
aviation for a lot
Check
of
Red
years.
Bull. They have a plane that goes up there. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's
No.
Virgin Galactic.
They have an
They've,
aircraft that goes up there to that
yeah.
depth. I believe it's a Black Hawk. It's like a big bird. It's a stealth plane. It's huge.
There are no planes that go outside the atmosphere at this
Oh, no?
time that I know
I'll
of.
show you right now.
No, you won't.
Oh no, I'm talking about a military aircraft. You're talking about like an airplane, no, an aircraft.
No,
Like,
Nunzio, I'm
Yeah.
talking Nunzio, I'm talking military as well. I worked defense for 45 years, my dear.
okay, so you're telling me this one right here can't go up there? It's been run. It's like a bomber, that big bird, right? You know what I'm talking about? That goes
Are you
above. It goes down. Yeah, it won't go into the atmosphere. I mean, it'll go above the plane, and then you could shoot off something else over there. That's how
There's
it
a
is.
lot of high altitude planes. They do
Yeah.
not go through the atmosphere into space. They do not.
We'll see. Plane,
Okay.
jet, space.
Space, no atmosphere.
Yeah, in space. There's a yeah. So it goes in space.
No, there are no planes that cross that barrier at present.
Oh, no?
There's rockets and vehicles that are designed to go in through the atmosphere and into space. The planes are not.
It seems like it is.
So, guys, I'm
MiG
going to bed
29
because
Edward
it's like
space.
2:40 here. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
go.
Paul, for having me up. Bye, Liz and
Good night,
Liz.
Ruru.
Night,
Ah, yeah,
night.
have a good one.
Yeah, sorry. You're very
Thanks.
welcome to come up anytime you want to. All right, see you later, Nunzio. Bye. Right, so it's just us three now, yeah?
Yes.
Now that you got OG Liz all worked up.
Well, I don't like bad
It's
information.
understandable. It's understandable. You have experience in a field that not all of us do.
I've worked black programs. I've worked military programs that were secret. I've worked programs I can't even talk about. If I understood what he was saying correctly, we're not there yet when it
Hello,
comes
ask
to
your bartender.
airplanes.
Yeah, I mean, there's ones that can cross over and come back down.
But
But
those are
it-
space vehicles, right? They're
Russia says their MiG-41 can go into space.
Well, technically,
Really?
they can brush it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't-
but it can't cross over and stay.
This
Yeah, I
what
don't think so.
this is what it says. I'm just saying what the article says. So
really.
yep. So it says Russia's future MiG-41 fighter will be a quiet machine. It won't just fly at supersonic speeds, but hypersonic as well.
Well, that's
The
speed.
the MiG-41 will fly in outer space according to Russian media, and it
Really?
has been breathlessly tolerating the virtues of an aircraft that hasn't been seen and it won't take flight for years.
AYB, how you doing?
Okay, and where'd you read that from, Paul?
The national interest.
I'm not familiar with it. Is it a British publication?
Looks like an American publication there, Liz. It's
Oh.
.org.
Okay. National interest.
Yeah.
All right. And you're
There's
saying
someone else-
MiG 41, right?
the MiG-41, which Russia's planning to build, yes.
Yeah, I wonder what stage they're at. I'm going to have to look into that one. I don't know anything about it.
Well, there you go.
I just
Yeah.
linked something backstage.
What's that, hon?
I just
Oh.
linked something backstage for you.
Okay, thanks.
And
I
that
see
is
it.
from military-aerospace.com.
Aerospace.com. Yeah. Okay, I'll check that out.
It was announced
Still.
in 2018, and this was reported in 2022. So, yeah.
Well, those kind of things are developed slowly if they do it right. So it would be hard to say where they would be at with it. And I don't know that much about the Russian aerospace companies. I know some of the rocketry ones, but I don't know straight aerospace. So I'd have to look into that. I will. That sounds intriguing.
Yeah, they're saying by 2028.
Well, they're
The
making
first
some pretty
line
bold
in this.
claims. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing okay, AYB. Doing okay. You want to set us off on another tangent to go search for anything?
Preferably one that
Oh,
will
yeah.
get my ire up.
Your ire is always up.
Nah. Yeah, only for a couple people out there and maybe some aviation topics. But granted, I'm retired, so I don't know what's going on right now at this minute with all the black programs that the U.S. has in place. So,
But it wasn't like you retired that long ago.
no, it's been 7 months. So, but I wasn't working a black program at the time that I retired. I was working a P8, the P8, which is military to be sure for the Navy, but
Which
certainly.
is now up and flying now.
Oh yeah, in fact, when I left, we were at Lot 7 for the Navy, and I believe Lot 8 is the final number of planes that we're turning over to the Navy. But we've done a lot of foreign sales, right? So they'll continue building them as long as they get overseas contracts for them. But they're almost done with the Navy plane.
Please tell me you said foreign sales and not porn sales.
I
Yeah,
did say
she did.
foreign.
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Whew.
Say foreign.
Yeah.
Mind you, porn sales. That does
Thank you.
sound good.
What's that?
Nothing.
Boeing's gonna start making battery-operated boyfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did
Can
not
you imagine
say
the engineering that could be put into those?
Goes at the speed of light. Gets you there at the speed of light.
Well, if you want to go on that tangent, with the other channel and the dildos, those all required a small amount of engineering, right? So there you go.
We were
engineering. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying engineering covers a lot of products out there, not just something big like airplanes or cars, right?
Yeah, but does
Yeah.
it hit the love sponge?
I was
Oh my
gonna ask
gosh,
it.
the love sponge. I can't believe you went there.
Oh
Oh my
no, no.
Ham Banana needs to make a T-shirt that says "Love Sponge" because they didn't say the Love Sponge.
That was
Ham
me.
Banana did.
No, I did.
Did he?
Oh my god.
I thought it came. No, I think you're right.
I think
You're right.
I started it.
We're gonna have to go back. I'll have to go back and watch it because I have
Yeah,
it where I
I'm
can watch
sure
it.
I started it there because I said the love
Were
sponge
you on
and it
panel?
also-
Yeah, I think he came up.
Yeah.
Because I
Yes,
left.
yes, it did,
I left
yes.
long before it ended.
Okay.
Oh my god! Now, man, give
So
me a second.
AYB, we just had this sort of conversation. My personal belief, not everybody else's. I had two people picking on me and be abusing me, not in a good way. But my personal belief that all commercial submarines who go intentionally looking for wrecks or go down to wrecks from a certain level should be stopped.
And I think it's a slippery slope for
Well, that
other
comes with the lust sponge.
applications.
You should never play the lust sponge online.
Gotcha. I don't know how we're making the leap to love sponges, but if that's where you
You
want
said
to go,
slippery slope, Liz. You got to have moist with slippery.
You guys in moist. Every time I see it, I want to scream.
Why?
Moist.
Moist. It's just a word. Moist.
You know
Moist.
exactly the context it's always brought up in. Though.
I think it's hysterical.
How dare you say I bring up things moist in a sexual content?
How dare I?
What else do you want to call it? There's either moist or there's dry.
Yeah, how dare you? Mind you, it's better than yeah. You don't want to go in dry. At least give it a little spit
No.
first.
I know I'm
Invest
naive,
in
but
something,
I'm not
please.
that naive, okay? Seriously, you guys, you crack me up because you
We
going.
love you. We love you, OG. We love you.
I
What do you
appreciate that.
use? Do you use lube or Vaseline?
Ew. Ew.
He has an Audi. We have innies. He wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Ew. I don't even want to go down this road, dudes.
It's
We've
not
been down
moist
this road all the
enough.
time. Yeah, it's not moist enough yet, Liz. Just squeeze the love sponge. You'll get there.
You know, when those things were on there was a contraceptive sponge that was on the market back in the day. So I think it was the 90s. And I was a lot younger then. I never knew about them until they were gone. And I still don't know why they were taken off the market, because evidently they were very, very popular. But for some reason, they're gone, never to be seen again.
Oh my God.
And they were supposedly relatively effective. So I don't know. You
There's
guys tell me.
literally a song called The Love Sponge.
No.
Yes.
You are dangerous with Google, woman.
Oh my God, this
You
is
are
great.
totally dangerous with Google.
Yeah, but do you have to rotate to reach the love sponge?
According to
I don't know. I'm going to look at the lyrics here in a
medical-
second.
certain medical experts, yes, external palpation, I believe the terms used were.
Oh, now I got to find out who this is made by.
The song or the actual item?
I got to find out who owns it. I want it. I want to be
owns
able
what?
to use it.
What are you on
The
about?
song. The song.
She wants to
song.
find out who owns the song.
I
or
thought
I
you
wanna
already
know
had
who
your own love sponges. I mean,
I want to know who owns the copyright on this. I want to be able to use it. Oh my God.
Well, it has provided a great deal of laughter amongst the various channels and live streams. I will say that. But it was, personally, I found it painful to originally listen to. Or cringe, I guess maybe is a better word. I cringed through the entire conversation. It was not my cup of tea.
I
But
don't think it
it's-
was any of our cup of tea per se, because it was cringe. But then when I look back at it, and it was like, it's funny as hell.
They were serious.
Yes, that's what makes it that much. I'm sorry, it is hysterical.
Oh my gosh. But the fact that it was serious at all was just,
But it wasn't
oh,
us. It wasn't our conversation.
no, I know. But it was supposedly two grown adults, and I'm not going to go there. I'll just get roasted for it. And I don't care to be. Although I could get roasted for worse.
Okay, let's face it. Let's talk the truth here, right? We'd all rather be fucked than murdered.
Well, yeah.
See, there you go then.
I mean, like that's a choice anybody would. Yeah. Duh.
It's like the old joke: an English, Irishman, and Scotsman get captured by this tribe.
Keep going.
And they all get captured, they all get tied to the post, and the chieftain goes, right, you got a choice. You got Umbungo or death.
A what?
So the Englishman looks and he goes, oh, I'm going to choose Umbungo. So this big tribesman picks him up, takes him to this hut, and just does his business with him.
Okay.
So he goes to the chieftain goes to the Scotsman, what do you want? Umbungo or death? So the Scotsman goes, well, I'll pick Umbungo. So another tribesman picks him up, takes him to the hut, as his business goes away. So the Irishman is there, and the chieftain goes, you've got your choice. You can have death or Umbungo. The Irishman looks and he goes, oh, I'm going to choose death. So the chieftain goes, okay then, death by Umbungo.
Oh Lord. That's British humor in a nutshell. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did that come off
It's
of
all-
Benny Hill by any
No,
chance?
no, that's an old joke.
Oh my Lord.
That's an
Okay.
old one.
Is it always the Irish guy that makes that choice?
It's always the Irish guy that makes a bad choice.
Okay. I gotcha.
It's called the English Irishman, the Scotsman joke.
Good Lord, Paul.
It's always the Irish that gets it.
Yeah, British sense of humor. I love it. I love your comics. You've got some great ones. I love Michael McIntyre, right? Is that his last name?
Michael McIntyre. Yeah.
Okay, I love
Yeah.
him. And then there's Jimmy something. He gets
Jimmy Carr.
really raunchy, but he's funny. And then there's that girl that calls everybody Flower. What is her name?
Sarah Milligan.
Yes. Oh my gosh, she's hysterical too. I mean, you and of course Gervais, you've got him. And I'm sure there's more, but those are the main ones that I see online and that I hear, and they're all brutal, and I like them all. They're great. I prefer them over American professional comedians, to be quite frank. Actually,
Well,
if I had a choice, I'd pick them.
there's one joke that the Irishman did make it the best one, and this is it.
Okay.
So an English Irishman and Scotsman go into a hotel and they ask for a room. It was late at night, and the hotelier goes, "Look, I haven't got a room. The only room I've got is one that's full of bed bugs, and I can't let that out." But he said, "But we need the room. There's raining outside. We need to get that." And he goes, "Okay then. Look, so what I'll do for you is if you stay in that room for all night, you'll get it for free. But if you don't, you come out any time, you've got to give me the money." So okay, that's a deal. So the Englishman goes in, goes, I know how to do this. He walks into the room. An hour later, he comes out and he goes, nah, and he's full of bites. He goes, I'm not staying at this thing, and gives the guy the money. So the Scotsman goes to look at the Englishman and he goes, ah, in English. And he goes into the room. 3 hours later, comes back out, all bites and all that over him. He goes, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Here you go. So the Irishman goes into, he goes, I'll do it. So the Irishman goes into the room, spends all night there, comes back out, not a mark on him.
Okay.
And they go, what happened? What? And the hotel goes, how did you do that? It was full of bugs. He goes, well, it was easy. I killed one bug and the rest went to its funeral.
Oh, good Lord, dude. Okay. British humor again.
I
That
have
one's-
linked the lyrics and the YouTube song for the Love Sponge in the Discord for
Yeah.
you to view at your leisure later.
Oh,
So I'll have a look at that.
what group is it, Lizzie? Is it anybody I'd know?
Probably
No.
not.
No, you're not into reggae, are you?
No, but it's a good song. I love reggae.
It's reggae.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not Bob Marley, though, right?
No.
No.
It's great,
No,
Interesting.
it's
though.
not Bob Marley.
Did you listen to it, Lizzie?
I did.
And
I enjoyed it.
and you put a link backstage?
No, I put it in Discord for
Oh, okay.
future viewing purposes.
Thank you. I will check it out. If not
The-
tonight.
The
First
other
thing
thing
tomorrow.
is, Love Sponge somehow reminds me of the B-52's Love Shack as well.
Yeah, I get
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come to the
Yeah.
Love Sponge.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you do want to come into the Love Sponge, but that's a different story.
Well,
You
if
got to
any-
manipulate it and turn it around, and you got to...
if any of the
You
troll
definitely got to
channels
do that to make the Love Sponge a bit moist.
If any of the troll channels pick up on this live stream, then it may show up on one of their channels in the next few days with the lyrics changed to Love Sponge from Love Shack, and that would be interesting to hear.
I would appreciate it.
I would too. So all of you troll channels out there that are so creative, go for it, guys. We'd love it.
Yeah.
See
I'm
if
trying to
it's-
think how many other songs you could...
With love,
So I'm gonna have to
for
think.
Love
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sponge.
have to think about how you could. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of songs out of the 60s that were centered on love. So there's probably a whole buttload of them out there to pick from if you go back far enough. I don't know if it would lend itself well to hip hop, but maybe it would.
I was talking about songs. I was chatting because I was with my mate yesterday, and we are chatting about the past, and you chatted about one of the songs that I tried writing.
You tried to write a song, really?
Yeah.
What
I
happened?
tried to write a song, and this is the lyrics. It wasn't. My mate says it's hyper shit, but I don't think it was shit at all. I think it was pretty good.
It was
There's
just
a bit of an
lyrics, though? Not
Yeah,
music?
well, yeah, and we got the song pattern in the head, but I'm not going to sing it. So the lyrics was, it said, "See the girl with the long blonde hair. I asked her all right if she doesn't seem to be aware that all I want to do is take her to the movies tonight. Because tonight is my lucky night, and all I want to do is hold her tight. And tonight is my lucky night, and all I want to do, and all I want to do, and all I want to do is take her to the movies tonight."
Okay, I've heard far worse.
Yeah, I thought I heard far worse. What do
Yeah.
you reckon, Liz?
What was that? Sorry.
Lizzie, what was that?
I jumped down the lyrics rabbit hole here.
I'll
You
talk
didn't
about
hear
lyrics
any
of-
of Paul's lyrics?
Yeah. I'll talk about the
No,
lyrics of my
sorry.
song.
I don't. If you give it to me in black and white, I'll retain it. If you talk to me about it, it'll go in one ear and out the other.
Okay, well, if it goes in there out the other, I'll just say it in, right? And you tell me what you think about it, okay?
Okay, I'll actually pay attention this time then.
Right. When I was young,
Yes.
when I was in my 20s, I tried to write a song. And the lyrics goes, see the girl with the long blonde hair. I asked her if she was all right, but she doesn't seem to be aware that all I want to do is take her to the movies tonight. And tonight is my lucky night, and all I want to do is hold her tight. And tonight is my lucky night, and all I want to do, and all I want to do, and all I want to do is take her to the movies tonight.
I'm hoping that's euphemism for something else.
It was a cheerful song. It was about asking a girl who I liked, taking and asking her out for a date.
And I told him I'd heard far worse.
We all have, and that's what I was expecting. It's Paul. It's curry condoms.
No.
Hey, I still don't believe the curry condoms thing. I think you're making it up.
Oh no, you can look it up.
Well, I will. I should have. I haven't yet. But I thought I can't believe there's a market for that. But then again, I'm not British, so
Yeah, as long as the man's wearing it, I'm okay with that. Don't leave my side curried.
well, hon. Okay, I'm not. I'm not gonna go the obvious route on that one. I can't.
I think you all two
Sorry.
are messing up my live feed here, talking about curry flavored condoms and euphemisms when there was no euphemisms in the song.
Well, can I just say I love how British people pronounce condom. I absolutely love it.
How? Why?
It just sounds cooler the way you guys pronounce it than the way we do. To me.
What do you think, Liz?
It's because we're American and we have a thing for accents. Because technically we really don't have them.
You've got
Have you been
accents.
down south, my dear?
Other than that,
Have you, been
tell.
back east?
You can tell. You
Okay,
can tell
okay.
East Coasters. You
Yes,
can tell
You can.
like
When-
Southern
When
Midwest.
you talk,
But those
Liz,
of us that are typically like West Coast,
Yes.
Western states, do not have much of an accent. But
Yeah.
that's also, we grew up where Hollywood tried to eliminate accents unless they try to put it back in for characters.
I will
That's
say,
also
when you're
true.
talking about curry flavored condoms, try not to use the term "Have you been down south?"
Bum 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 bum.
Oh Lord. Was that an attempt at American humor?
It was an attempt at humor.
Okay.
I begin to hate both of you now.
You love us.
You don't hate us. No
I
way.
have to share real quick. Right at the top of my search for two songs that could love sponge very easily. This
Okay.
Magic Moment.
This magic love sponge. Okay.
This Magic Moment, it could be
Yeah.
tied into there. And also Etta James's At Last. Could be.
Do I know that song? I don't know if I know that.
How could you not know At Last? I bet if you heard it,
when
you'd
did
know.
it come out, Lizzie?
The 40s?
Oh, you're going way back. At last,
50s,
my
60s,
love.
somewhere?
At last, my love. At last, my love. That one.
At Last.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the
you're going
extent
way
of my
back.
singing.
Well, you did better than me, so there you go. Yes, I do know that song. I did not remember that it was Etta James. But yeah, that one would probably work too. But I was trying to think of something, in more early rock and roll genre.
I would
Are
love
there?
to see
Oh,
one through every decade.
what about Elvis? Are there any Elvis songs that would
Maybe.
work? He had a
Let
huge
me get my
catalog.
Google Foo on.
I have to look at a list of all of his hits. But
Hello,
Oh,
Megan.
hi,
Hello,
Megan. How
LA
are you?
Spike. How are you?
Hi, mate.
Megan
And Spike are here.
and Spikester. Good to see both of you. Spike's laughing at us. Well, I would be too. Because we've gone off on a silly tangent after I had my little rant about airplanes, which I apologize. I
I
couldn't
don't
help myself.
apologise. This is what this channel's about. Is you can get a bit rowdy, but don't apologise for what you believe in.
Well, yeah, I could have been nicer about it. Poor Nunzio probably is. I can imagine what he's thinking. Poor guy.
All right, yeah, Megan. Hi, Lizzie. It's my channel. You don't mention me first. It's not Liz's channel and Liz's Breath channel. It's my fucking channel. You don't say hello to Paul first. Hello, Paul. Then you say hello, Liz and Lizzie. No. You.
See, ladies first. She's right.
Nah, my channel's my
Screw
house.
that. It's Paul's channel.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Don't you?
Okay.
Forget
Well, then
it.
all the more
But
reason.
it is
for me
easier
wanting
type
to
Liz and
apologize.
Lizzie and then Paul.
Don't side. Don't change sides.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
Google
at least-
Fooing over here.
Yeah. But it's my channel, Megan. Sometimes I don't feel it is. I think Liz runs it sometimes.
Well, Spike's here. He knows music. So, Spike, we were trying to figure out what songs we could use that exist currently that you could change the lyrics to incorporate Love Sponge into. And Lizzie started out with Love Shack, which is the most obvious.
And then this magic moment, and then
Yeah.
Etta James at last could be very easily accommodate those.
Yeah.
Now
You shall repent. Sorry. I'm going into one now. You just carry
Into
on. Yeah, you should repent. Yeah, my house.
Oh,
Now
you're
I am,
yelling for Megan.
I'm searching through Elvis catalog to see if anything over there could do a crossover as well.
So he did a lot of slow romantic stuff, especially in his later years, right?
I bet he felt a bit of love sponge or two.
I bet you every woman that went to his concerts did as well. Afterwards.
What's a love sponge?
What?
I don't think Elvis had any trouble getting.
Oh
women,
my God,
that's for
Spike!
sure.
You've got to know what the love sponge is. Did you not see? Oh my God!
Spike didn't hear Love Sponge. Oh my gosh!
Oh my God!
Can
Where
I
have
just
you
say
been
when
the
you
last
Oh,
2
Spike, we
days,
love
dude?
you.
when
Yeah,
you're
we
talking
do.
about Elvis, my mum was a massive fan of Elvis.
Oh, what was he popular in Great Britain then at all, Paul? Because I
Oh,
was
Liz, you're talking about Elvis as Elvis.
yeah, and I know he was huge here, but I didn't know how much he crossed over, outside of the
Yeah,
U.S.
this is Elvis. My mum, my living room when I grew up was full of Elvis mirrors.
Seriously.
Seriously. A Mormon, because your mum and dad were Mormons, a Mormon missionary came round the house.
And how
And
did they?
he said to my mum, he said, Wilma, this house is like an American house in the South. And she goes, what do you mean? It said it's all full of Elvis pictures, and there's a picture of Jesus Christ on the door.
Was there a picture of Jesus Christ on your front door?
On the living room door, yes, there was.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, let me ask you, Paul. What's the Mormon Church's stance on modern music?
I don't know, Liz.
Really?
I really don't care.
Because I can tell you what it is for most of the Protestant conservative churches, and that would be that they're against it all.
Well, when I was younger, I used to listen to NWA and Iron Maiden.
Oh, okay. But that doesn't tell me how the church would have viewed it. But okay.
I didn't really give a monkeys how the church viewed my music, to be quite honest.
Even when you were a kid growing up.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is you've always been a nasty little rebel at heart, right?
Fuck yeah.
Megan, I don't know where my avatar is because I can't use StreamYard worth crap. I'm sorry.
Oh, the LA Spike, yeah, Spike, the monkeys, massive.
Oh, the monkeys! I love the monkeys.
Love watching the monkeys too.
Yep. They were so cool. I loved them. I had all the records. They were huge.
When I saw her face,
in the 60s. Yep.
I'm in love.
And you know, Paul, they were really only active for a couple of years.
Yeah,
they didn't have a lot of longevity.
There you go. They're singing. That's the song around right now. You can't help but sing to it.
Which one?
Always on my mind.
That's Elvis, right?
Elvis.
Yeah.
Do you know what that song's about?
Him cheating.
Megan's trying to teach me something. But right now I'm on YouTube, sweetie. I'm not looking at. So you're saying on StreamYard?
Love me.
Or are you saying on YouTube?
Love me too.
No, in StreamYard.
I don't see 3 dots in StreamYard. Well, I do up above. Yeah, no.
Dude, that is pretty cool. Spike got to hang with the monkeys in their reunion tour backstage.
OG Liz, if it says you're at the show at the bottom left-hand corner, the 3 dots above your icon is where you drop your avatar back in.
Oh, over in the left-hand corner.
Yep, bottom left-hand corner.
Remove from stream, edit name, edit audio avatar. Is that the option you're talking about?
Yep.
Well, it says something about having your camera off, which I'm not willing to change that. All right.
No, it should just be the avatar.
Yeah, let me see. Voila.
There you go.
Thank you, Megan. Got it. Yeah, I'm not totally stupid.
Damn Elvis songs. I hate you guys.
Why? What do you hate us for?
Yeah.
Because you brought up Elvis songs and now I'm listening to them.
Elvis is cool.
Elvis was cool, and he died far too young. Bless his heart.
He died on the loo.
He did, and that's also bless his heart.
He died going for a pony.
Well, I'm sure he's not the only one that's died in that position. So now you're going to have me worrying about it every time I go to the bathroom. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, Hound Dog might work.
Beatles are the
Hound
Beatles
Dog
so
Love
cool,
Sponge.
too.
Well, Beatles
Huh?
again. I was thinking Beatles too. That their catalog might lend itself well.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away.
I gotta go look at the Hound Dog lyrics now. Damn it.
You ain't like a hound dog, crying all the time.
Like a love sponge.
Yeah, you ain't like a hound dog.
What, Megan?
Love
We were just
sponge.
a
Right.
smoke
Hey,
break?
Megan, I'll see you later. Thanks for joining us for a short
Bye,
time.
Megan.
Right all the
Spike.
time. You ain't called a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
That would be worth it.
Spike, can you sing good enough
Midnight
to be an
Train to
Elvis
Georgia.
impersonator?
That's a cool song.
Oh, I love Georgia on my mind. I like Midnight Train too. Yep, I like both of those. So you guys know that the music that I grew up with is a million times better than what y'all play now.
Hold on, Liz. Hold on.
Wait. I love music all the way from like the 40s to now.
Didn't you hear what I just said, Liz, about my mum with Elvis?
Yes.
Okay. So you can imagine what music I was brought up on then, yes?
Yes.
Okay then.
Well, yeah, but that couldn't have been the only music that you were exposed to growing
I got
up.
woken up at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning by my mum playing Elvis Christmas songs in the middle of the summer.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, OG Liz forgets that we're only like, a decade behind her.
Yeah.
No, my dear.
My dad used to listen to Charlie
Yeah.
Pride, Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton.
Neither one of you are over 50 yet,
Yeah.
are you?
No, we're inching up on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's a little more than a decade.
My dad used to listen to all of those.
Yeah, you got to remember that the music we grew up is what my parents or our parents listened to. So, like,
Yeah.
our kids or my kids tend to be a little more AC/DC. They appreciate the same music.
Me too, Megan. My kid is all about hip hop and rap, which I absolutely cannot get an appreciation for. I have tried. The early stuff that came out was okay, but the stuff that's out there now, I just can't deal with.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with I Like Big Butts?
And that's the early stuff, right? Yeah. To me, that was. Go ahead.
My thing with music is if it makes me happy and I want to get up and dance, that is the music I enjoy.
Okay, that brings
if you
up
go
a really
to
good point.
the too harsh love songs, weepy kind of stuff, I want nothing to do with it.
Well, you can slow dance to a lot of that, Lizzie.
But I don't want to. If I want to go dance, I want to go dance, damn it.
You don't slow dance. Slow dance.
I don't care. I did that at my wedding reception. I don't have to do that anymore.
Bless your heart. Okay. All right. Let me ask you guys this, since you're younger than I am. And I've never asked my kid this because I've never thought to ask him before. Do the younger people actually dance to hip hop? Because it's not. They do.
Yes.
Megan, I think Soul invented the love sponge.
You got to remember the OG Liz, you grew up with ballroom dancing. and
Oh no,
and
hon, I'm not
close
that old.
no and close dancing and things like that. We have their beat. You don't have to be touching somebody else to dance.
Yeah, but sweetheart, you got me older than I really am. If you think that, okay.
But no, you know what I'm saying though. You grew up with
Um,
close. I think probably the prime era for couple dancing was probably in the 60s and 70s. Once you
there was
get to
some
like the
pretty
80s, it was like if you were at prom or a wedding.
there was some pretty active dancing in the '60s. In fact, there was a lot of iconic stuff like the twist and the jerk and the pony and the. I mean, there was a lot of stuff out there. There was also something tame like the stroll, but um, you guys never saw American Bandstand, did you?
Yes, we
It sounds
did.
like you have. It sounds like you're having an orgy with the twist and a jerk.
Paul, God bless you. You can always turn something
I
into
mean, we had
something dirty.
American Bandstand and then it went to Soul Train.
See,
And I
I
remember
like
Soul
this.
Train.
Yeah, I like this type of thing. That's what I'm interested in.
What time? What? Oh, see, Megan, the grinding thing. Yeah, no, thank you. God bless you, hon. That's not dancing to me. That's pornography. Mild maybe, but it's isn't that what Miley Cyrus did at some concert or something? And
Yeah, Robin Thicke.
yeah, and you know she's a talented young woman. She can sing, but that was a little much for me. Just saying.
Yeah, but I'm all for that, Megan. I quite like that. I've got no complaints about it.
I love that song Wrecking Ball though.
Oh, I like the song. Is that the song she did that to?
I think it was.
Okay. No, I like a
Hope-
lot of her songs, actually. I have. You know.
Came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah.
But when I was turned 21 and could go clubbing and because you know here in the States you had to be 21 to all the clubs to serve alcohol. It was disco, guys. And that was fun. And I know people make fun of it and they laugh about it and they think it was stupid. But I was back there in the middle of it and it was fun. It was fun to learn. It was fun to do. It was a fun way to dance. I'm just saying.
Disco is cool.
A lot of people think it was ridiculous, but oh, really? Fluctuating from loud to all. I never whisper, Megan. I can't imagine I'm doing that, but if I believe you.
It maybe if you're sitting forward or back from your mic, that will
My
change.
arm's gone really sore now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
accusing me of moving, Lizzie, and it's too late at night. I'm not moving any more than I have to.
I could safely say I think I clipped my arm.
I turned it way down, Megan. I took it down to about 50. So I'm using the mic off the laptop.
I'm trying to get some love here. Nobody's listening to me. I'm going to jump off this virtual cliff.
You're being a weenie.
My arm is honestly cooked.
I lied. It was
What?
the wrong one. Blurred Lines. It's the one I was
Oh, I
thinking
love
of.
that one. I love Blurred Lines. That's Alan Thicke's kid. What's his name?
Robin Thicke.
Robin. Yeah.
I just said that. Nobody listens to me. This is my own channel, and yet nobody bloody listens to me. I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
told you, not audio, and I'm looking up songs and hearing things in my ears and
Yeah, and I can't understand
dancing.
30% of what you say.
What do you mean? Robin Thicke. I said that.
I know, but like I said, I you know, I'm bad with all of the British pronunciations. I'm sorry.
It's
Don't
okay.
get.
OG,
I'm not
we're
getting
being
the,
thick.
yeah, I'm not getting the love from this channel. and I'm upset and gutted.
You're being a weenie. Do you have
No.
any aloe? Do you have any aloe vera cream?
No,
No, Megan,
Okay.
I hear it as well. I'm
How
not sure
about
if it's a connection.
really?
Yeah, because you just went quiet on us.
Well, I'm talking at the same level.
It may be a connection thing, and I'm wondering if it may be one of your cables to your
hold
mic.
on, guys, hold on.
Hold on.
Yeah, look at that.
That's amazing.
What are we looking at?
Oh, we're gonna be like AC shows. Look, listen.
Yeah, yeah,
You know who AC at the shit show is, right?
yeah. I think
I
know
do.
who it is, Yeah.
Yeah.
His laugh cracks me up. He's
Oh.
got a funny laugh that makes me laugh. I love his laugh.
Sometimes, some nights or sometimes they're on. I can take it. Other nights it's like, oh, this is just too much for me. I have to close it. I'll come
But
back.
he's got a real belly laugh, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye,
Um,
Megan.
Do you remember that in the news? Do you remember reading in the news like about 5-6 months ago about an actor gone missing?
Yeah, I saw something on
No.
that today.
Yeah, they found human
Did they find him?
remains.
What?
think
Did
they
they
have.
find him?
They think they have.
Oh,
Alive?
no.
Alive?
No, probably not. It's been 6
No.
months. He went to the snowstorms in San Bernardino County, and they've been looking. There's been like 16 different episodes where they've gone out looking for him. Now,
You guys
earlier
had
today,
snowstorms around San Bernardino?
yeah, oh yeah, there's big mountains up there. Big Bear and all that is out there.
Oh, I didn't realize that county went
Mm-hmm.
that far up into the hills.
San
Okay.
Bernardino County is
Yeah.
pretty big.
All right, I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, they found. It looks like they found human remains. They're saying so, and it was pretty near to where he was.
Who was the actor?
Oh,
Yeah, Julian Sands.
Don't know him.
you would know looking at him.
I'll
Yeah,
Google
he's-
him later. What was he? TV or movies?
Both.
Oh, young or old? He must be young because I don't recognize the name.
No, he's not young.
Well, your definition of young and mine are way different at this point in life, huh?
Liz,
he was,
he was
pretty
65.
popular. Yeah, he was
Oh.
pretty popular in the 80s
Okay.
and 90s.
I'm gonna call him young man because I have to, for obvious reasons that I won't go into.
Yeah, he was
But that's
65.
okay. That's a shame because that's still too young to go, in my humble opinion. But I had to spend several hours this week starting a will, and I don't know if either of you have done that yet. And I have no idea how wills work in the UK, but I learned a lot about how complicated they are in the United States, even if you are trying to do a very simple one. Not to mention expensive.
You figure I have had mine for over 24 years because we did ours when we got
Nuh-uh.
married. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because if anything happened, I wanted to make sure that the stepkids were taken care of as well.
Well, that says volumes about your character, my dear.
I've got no will. They can all fucking kiss my ass.
I didn't want my stepkids to not, because him and their dad and I are married.
Yeah,
And so
Exactly.
if anything happened to me, I wanted to make sure that they were also included.
no, that's fair
So-
enough.
Bless
But
your heart.
I'm not married. I don't give a fuck. They can bury me upside fucking down and kiss my ass.
But see, when you do a will, that's the kind of crap you have to decide on. And I walked in there without having made any of those decisions. So the lawyer's throwing all these questions at me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to think about this stuff. But you have to. You have to figure out the medical directives. You have to figure out burial. You have to figure out, it goes far beyond just who you're leaving your crap to.
Just make sure I'm cremated.
Okay.
And it's
Well,
cheap, and then everybody go out to dinner or throw a little parade or whatever, hip hop hooray, the witch is dead, and I'm okay.
Do you know what? If somebody was just about to jump off the cliff, there'd be this would be a brilliant conversation for them, wouldn't it? How cheerful is this?
well,
You
and
know,
that
it's-
was the point I was making, though, dude.
But
You
it's
know?
not. We're all going out. Nobody is getting out alive.
Yes, but how cheerful is this?
It wasn't.
You make fun of it. You take care of business. You make sure things are appropriately done, and it's done. You don't ever
Yeah,
have
but
to
how-
think about it again.
Again,
And-
how cheerful? How cheerful is this?
But why
You
should
give
it be
them a bunch of money.
horrifying? Why should it be horrifying, though? People are scared to talk about these things, and it shouldn't be that way.
And
Not
I get
scary,
accused of being
it's
alcoholic.
unpleasant.
No wonder I'm turning out into an alcoholic after these live feeds sometimes.
Spike says he writes his will on a barf bag whenever he flies in an airplane. Yeah, just stay on Boeing planes, Spike. Spikey.
Spike, just let me know, and I'll come get Harley.
Yes, we will
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure
Yeah.
Harley
What
is
did
taken
you chat
care of.
about today? I will chat about wills. Oh, that's exciting.
Well, at some point, are you going to do one, Paul? Or are you really not?
I'm really not. They could kiss my fucking ass, all of them.
But what happens to what you want to leave behind or what you leave behind in Great Britain if you die without a will? What happens?
A shit in a box for them that I care.
Dude.
My thing is, make sure you have your directives done on your banking information. And
they're
things
not getting
like
anywhere,
that.
but they're not, I've got
No,
no
because
money.
otherwise, and here's why. Because here, if you don't have that stuff done, then it has to go through probate, and then the taxes, if it's not taken care of properly, goes straight into the tax people. So
Good.
Well, wait a minute,
No.
Lizzie. Even with a will, depending on what type, there can be probate.
right, there
Required.
can be probate.
Right.
That's based on valuation, like in my state. So
Okay, it might be different for your state than mine because the only way I could avoid probate, even with a will, where I live, is by establishing a trust, and I don't want to do that. So, because that would also have increased the tax burden. So, I went the more simpler route, which will involve some probate, even with the will in place. Up here.
I'm
At
literally
least
just looking up your laws right now.
Oh, are you
Whose laws?
serious?
I am.
Oh, you are
Yeah, I'm
so
curious now.
You are so funny. You truly are. Well, you have to understand, this was my first foray. I spent 2 hours with a lawyer, and I'm far from being an expert on it. But I had to make a gazillion choices in that 2 hour time that I didn't walk in there prepared to make. And fortunately, I still have plenty of time to change it all. Now that I know what I needed to answer or consider, and I knew it was going to be a lot of stuff, but there was some stuff that I didn't see coming that came way out of left field, and I'm sitting there going, because not only do you have to name the people that you're leaving stuff to, but you have to have an executor, and then you have to have backups for everything. So you have to name up, in case of deceased, if the person you're leaving it to, if they die before you, then you have to name other people. It was just nasty, the whole thing. It was not fun. And that was my major point, which Paul doesn't have to worry about because he's saying F them all and he doesn't care and he's not going to do one.
Yeah,
Bless his heart.
fuck them all.
Well, that's the cheapest way to go and certainly the easiest way for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Fuck them all, fuck them all, fuck 'em the long, short, and the small.
Paul, what would happen here is that all of my pension money that hasn't been spent by the time I die, if I don't have a will, the state could get hold of it. The government. Does that happen in
Well,
Britain?
I don't know. I've got no pension. I don't give 'em monkeys.
Paul, I love you. I do.
I just don't really care.
Bless your heart. Well, they're far less common here for younger people your age. But in my age bracket, a lot of people retire with a pension. Depending
But
on
you
the
should be
job.
sure the people I hate or dislike are going to be sent a shit in a box.
Not without a will, they're not, dude.
No.
No,
Don't you know the best thing you send them?
shit in a box.
No, £1.
No, it's a
£1,
shit in a box.
that way they can't fight anything.
Yes.
Yeah, but
You can be that big of an asshole to be like,
Yes.
here's your £1. Fight
Yeah.
over that bitch.
no,
Yep.
no, they can have the shit in a box. They
It's
can have
true,
a
you
big
can't do
dookie.
that.
Yeah, they can have a big dookie all wrapped up in nice paper and everything.
That's just nasty, dude. Why would you want to do that to anybody?
Because it shows my contempt for them.
Well, it most certainly does that.
And who cares when you're dead?
Well,
It's not like somebody's going to phone the police up. Oh, by the way, he sent me a shit in a box. Well, where is he? He's in the graveyard. What's he doing in the graveyard? He's buried there.
Don't bury me. Burn me. Burn me. Make me ashes.
hey, Lizzie, does California have the option for composting yet?
Come on, we're green. Of course they have stuff like that.
Well,
but it
Washington-
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know if I want to be a piece of jewelry or a tree or anything like that. Just
Well-
don't plant me in the ground.
I have a very good friend who was composted last year. And we...
That sounds so bad.
I know it does, but it was in fact it was his choice. Okay. The thing is we did not expect a huge truckload of compost out of a very average sized man. But that's what we got.
Well, it's because they get mixed in to make the compost.
I know
Yeah.
what they could do. I know what they could turn me into.
Oh no, I don't want to know. What?
A big dildo.
There you go.
You know, I've heard so many men who say, cremate me and send me through one more time.
No,
Cremate.
just make
Wait,
me into a
wait.
dildo.
It went over my head. Hold on.
Douche.
Cremate me. Oh Lord, Lizzie. Oh, that conjures terrible images, and now I'm gonna have nightmares.
Oh, just think moist.
Moist.
Both of you.
We like it moist. As the Colonel says, finger licking good.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that word just outside of cakes. Okay. Cake.
Pudding
There you
filled.
go. Or
Yeah.
in British vernacular, Paul, I guess that would be a sponge.
Oh, sorry, Spike. He's eating.
Oh no, I'm sorry. What are you eating tonight, Spike?
Veggies.
You're
He's
the
eating
top-
moist cake with pudding.
He's
There you
eating.
go. Oh,
He's
let's
eating
not
a
go down the
moist-
pudding road with the
Yep,
bread.
he's eating a moist carrot.
No,
No.
carrots aren't moist. They're anything but. They turn to sawdust in your mouth.
Okay,
I
a
hate-
moist sausage.
Okay, you're getting closer. I think I'd go to fruit.
So this is the conversations I had with my mate, right? My mate asked me these stupid conversations. He goes, I don't know if I should say it.
Well, it's too late now.
Say it. Say it.
Okay. So he said, if you went down on a mermaid, would it be fishy?
This is a grown man asking you this question.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen The Little Mermaid or
Yep.
any?
Then I said it'd be more like eating sushi.
Okay, I have to bring up the obvious elephant in the room, and that has to do with the fact that mermaids have tails.
And so
You're
do
getting
fish,
the
and they
joke.
still procreate.
Yeah, and you're getting the joke now, Liz.
Eating sushi, eating fish. Lower half is usually fish-like.
South, go down south.
Oh my god. Do I have to draw it?
God bless both of you.
And this is another conversation we've had. Okay. This is the type of conversations we used to. So, is it incest?
Oh no.
Right, listen here. If you're having I'll use the word Tommy, right? Because it sounds like something else. If you're having a Tommy tank, and you get to the old vinegar strokes and your mum's head pops into your mind.
So, wait. So if you have an erection
Yeah,
and you're having a stroke
yeah,
and not a
And you
poke,
and you get to
and
the
you get a
end,
visual of a parental unit.
yes, in your mind.
Oh.
Is
Are
it
we
incest?
Well, I don't know. Do you finish or not?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry. But if that's what you're doing and either of your parents enter your thoughts even remotely, then you're doing something wrong.
Not necessarily, because think about it, OG. I mean, all these boys have always been told if you yank it too long or too hard, you're going to go blind. So if a guy all of a sudden has that thought, they're going to go blind, and a parent pops into their head. Yeah.
Or is it wrong to dip your dick into fish food, then put it into the tank to let the fish eat it?
As long as it's not a piranha, you should be
Good
fine.
Lord.
The fish are getting egg.
I should have waited another few minutes before I hopped up.
Yeah, you really should have, mate.
What kind of fish, Paul? Because it better not be piranha.
It's fish food, Liz. I'm talking about fish food.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the type of fish, and I said it better not be piranha.
Piranhas won't go after. Piranhas won't unless they smell a certain something. So, yeah. So, just normal fish, normal food. Putting your tallywhacker in the thing, then put it into the tank and let the fish eat it.
OG.
You really
It's
just
those
used the
cleaner
word
fish.
tallywhacker.
It's
Yeah,
those,
mate.
Paul, it's going to be those cleaner fish that people put their feet in the cleaner fish pond.
Yeah.
You mean the fish that suck up pond scum from the bottom? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the people who they dump their feet into they're
Oh,
specialized
no.
fish that'll clean dead skin. Never mind.
Nah. Okay, I got BS on this one.
Oh,
Okay.
now I got to go find the videos for her.
Okay, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I've
because-
seen those videos. They're weird.
Yeah, I've seen those
Yeah,
videos.
yeah.
They're on. I think they're on a certain thing called Hub.
What are those things called? Because I'm having a senior moment. What are those things called that are in stagnant waters that
You're talking Placos.
no, that's not what they're called. They
Sucker
suck
fish.
blood. No, they're
Oh,
like
leeches?
blood.
Leeches.
Leeches. Thank you. Now,
Yes.
are you guys aware?
Will
that
Wheaton
leeches-
stand by me?
well, but what I'm saying is, leeches have had medicinal. Oh my gosh, I sound like somebody on another panel. Okay, I'm going to say it anyway. They have medicinal uses that go back to Middle Ages, and just like Lizzie said about the fish that she says exists, they can be used even today as a really good way of removing dead tissue
Well,
safely
they use maggots for removing
and
dead tissue
painlessly.
too.
Yes, you can use maggots as well. Yes, both. Leeches are more for swelling, getting the blood out. And maggots are for dead tissue. I stand corrected. You're right, Paul.
You know,
Yes.
leeches contain a coagulate in their thing, so stop the blood. From, you know.
Yeah. So, but fishes, Lizzie's going to have to prove that one to me.
What fish is it that your feet eat the skin off your feet?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. It's linked backstage.
All right.
The last one I just linked.
Yeah.
It is called Fish Spa.
Oh,
Anyway,
fish
how you doing,
spa?
Spike?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't let Spike talk. How you doing, Spikey?
Good. How are you guys
Good,
doing?
good. Oh, just chopping it up. You know what I mean?
Did you say chopping it up?
Chopping it up. It's a new
Okie
word.
dokie.
I invented it.
Okay.
Yeah, just having a laugh, mate. Having a
Talking
chat.
about ridiculous things. Totally ridiculous things. Totally. We
Yeah.
actually had a serious conversation earlier about the submersible. And I got into a fight with Nunzio over airplanes that he said can go into space. And I shouldn't have gotten obnoxious about it, but I did.
Oh, Nunzio here?
He was.
He was.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the hard thing with Nunzo. He's got like a delay on the phone, so when you're
Oh.
talking, so it makes it a little bit harder. I didn't know if you knew that or not, OG.
I did not. Thank you,
Yeah.
Lizzie.
So now you'll know.
Next time, kick me, will you? And remind me. Just say all you got to do is say the word delay, because that did not occur to me. I did know that. I think he's still operating from a phone, but I did hear him say he got a better one. But I don't use a phone at all. So is there a delay every time you use a phone, no matter
No.
what?
No,
I think
everybody's
talking about
connection.
connections.
Yeah,
I think
everybody's
talking about
connection is
connection.
different.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because Brian uses his phone a lot too, and but I don't. I'm strictly a laptop.
Mm.
I think
I'm
I
not
want to
smart.
start using my phone more often.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes the phone's easier.
Well, I've listened to myself a lot today on different replays.
Mate,
And I
so
realized-
have I.
I realized this mic, which is a pretty nice mic, is very low end. So I already have a mellow voice. When I use my phone, it comes out a little higher like this, which might carry over better for streaming.
So in real life, your voice is not as high as it sounds.
No, I think my voice is like this in real life, but I realize that when I'm talking on panel with certain people, at least like this is a very mellow channel, very mellow stream, but I realize on my phone, when I've used my phone, I talk louder and a little bit higher end, which, well, just by listening, cringing while I'm listening, I get talked over a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
you're-
realize,
You
and I
have a-
realize because I'm already mellow, but this mic is very low end as well. So it's good for recording, maybe, but maybe not streaming, is what I'm figuring out.
You
Yeah.
had a recent live stream that has been very popular the last couple of days.
That's what
For
we're
sure.
talking about.
Yeah, it's interesting listening to the different reviews from Banana to the Ambient Girls.
But
Oh,
you got to
Banana,
admit,
bless
Spike,
his heart.
but you have to admit he was deflecting so much there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt.
Well, I want to know how Lizzie managed to stay. Lizzie, you're still there, right? I haven't heard you for a
Yeah.
minute. So you stayed on Banana's panel all night last night to the very end?
Yeah.
How is my question.
Very carefully.
It would have had to have been because Ham Banana, I love him to death, but when it's something about those tomato beers, I think. Right?
My mom's side came out and it was like, okay, we're going to try to deflect a little bit here.
Did it work? Because I left.
Probably not.
Trying to deal with HB on, when he's doing a live with his, and it's always seems, like I said, it always seems to be the tomato beers, and I don't drink beer, so I don't know why those would be any different than normal beer.
Maybe just because
But
the sweet content. Usually,
What?
drinks that have like a little bit more sugar will get you a little bit hammered more.
I hadn't thought of that. Okay.
I've never had them though. It's kind of a new thing. I haven't drank since 2016. So
And see, I
Hey,
don't drink at all.
Hey, Spike, when you do your lives from the audio portion of it, when they come in, because you're using StreamYards, correct?
correct. Yeah.
So make sure your outbound is up higher than anybody else's.
Oh yeah. See, and that was that new stream I did that's getting attention. That was the first time I'd ever had a panel.
And do you have your mic on a mount?
Yeah, it is, but I'm actually holding it right now because I don't like leaning over all the time. I don't have a stand for it yet. I mean, it's a table mount, but
Right. But you can bring
ideally
it
I would
toward
have
you,
my
yeah?
Oh, wait a minute, Spike. Did you say you'd never had a panel before? I thought you had.
No, I've done lots of streams, but
Yeah.
I'd had a panel once, but it was just the first time testing it out. And the only person that came up was actually Ham Banana. And Audit Them
Speak of the devil.
came up and then they bounced. They didn't want to talk to each other.
Oh, yeah. That would make sense. So there
Yeah.
went.
And I didn't know that at the time.
He's another
Yeah.
weird person.
Just
Art
assume
Band.
everybody hates everybody, Spike. It's safer.
Yeah.
I don't hate people.
Well,
You know,
I don't
in my
either.
stream, I told you in chat, Paul, that I was so happy you were there. I almost wanted to just leave you to host my show because I couldn't take it anymore.
No,
was-
really.
Yeah, and there was
Spike.
even a moment where I dropped off the panel and just left you two up there.
Yeah.
And there was
Just-
even a moment where I actually said, "Where's Liz Lizard Breath when you need her?"
I heard that today and it was like, if I would have known. So what I had to do today to get yours to come back up again, I had to unsubscribe from your channel and resubscribe to your channel to be able to get the notifications again. That has been an ongoing issue for about 4 months for some channels.
Yeah, I always get the notification for Paul. I don't know if it's maybe the newer channels, but I don't get notifications for like Vegas. I get nobody's notifications.
Where do you guys get the notifications? Where do they come to you?
In YouTube or like my Google if I have it set up properly.
Okay, see, it's not working for me. I've got to figure that out. I will occasionally get them by email, but I never get them. And I've been relying on the Discord notifications because it's not working for me on the YouTube side.
You have to the thing with that you have to click the bell button for all notifications though.
Well,
for
then you're going to
certain
get
channels.
inundated, right?
For certain channels, typically it's only like 1 or 2 a day that they kind of allow.
Oh, okay. So you can still designate by channel,
Yeah.
but you have to click. Okay, maybe that's what I'm doing
Yeah,
wrong.
the little, like at the little bell at the top of your YouTube,
Yeah.
if you click the notifications right there, it'll tell me the notifications I've got. And it has a highlight number if I have anything that's not been looked at.
Okay. I'll mess around with that.
And you literally can just go into the notification settings from there.
Right, because I keep missing Ham Banana and I keep getting mad at Brian because he doesn't tell me when he's up there.
Well, if you'll notice, like Brian's notifications and stuff, I noticed something about his today. It was like I got the first one, I didn't get the second one, like within a 24-hour period or whatever that was.
Oh,
And it was
really?
like, is it me right now, or is it just because YouTube's going a little crazy?
I don't know.
I get them on my
Well,
phone. It's easier on my phone.
Oh, I don't allow anything to like text me, make any noise on my phone at all.
Me too.
Like I'll get there when I get there.
I get enough crap on my phone as it is.
Okay, guys, I'm falling asleep here.
Good night, Paul. Thank you
It's
for
not good. I know.
hosting.
Well, I'm not going to say it's because you're boring me. It's because I've obviously, Spike, it just came up late. I've been suffering from a little bit of heat stroke or sunstroke, and I've burnt my arm because I was out yesterday.
How did
Oh,
you
wow.
manage to just burn one arm, my dear?
Because I was in a van.
Oh, I gotcha.
I've got
What time
Tucker's
is it
arm.
there?
Huh?
What time is it there?
Time is 9 o'clock in the morning.
Plus
All
8
right.
to us, Spike.
They're about 8
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, they're about 8 hours.
And I've had I've had a massive headache when I've done this because I've had a bit of heat stroke too.
Yeah,
Do you have
buddy.
any,
Get-
do you have
get
any
some good rest.
hydrocortisone cream, Paul?
What's that?
Do you have any hydrocortisone cream?
I'm getting some after sun today.
Because that might help a lot.
But I will say, Spike, did you catch a picture of Stonehenge I took yesterday?
No, I didn't. Actually, talking about
Yeah.
notifications,
Yeah.
I have
Liz,
3 notifications on one from you today.
Yeah. Can you put the picture on, please, Liz?
That's you, Lizzie, not me.
Yeah, give me a second again.
Okay. Yeah, well, I went past Stonehenge yesterday,
Oh,
and
nice.
I took a brilliant picture of it.
Why didn't you guys stop, Paul? Did you not have the time?
Because we're doing the journey. It was dropping off something, Liz.
I gotcha. Oh, that was my other question. The Piper, what was the song? I didn't recognize it.
Flakester, make sure to click that link so you can watch the toe-eating fish.
Yeah.
I will watch the toe eating fish.
The toe.
I promise. Well, do those links stay
Okay.
up when you stop the live?
No, they
Well-
disappear, Liz.
So
There you
how am I
go.
going to watch them?
Well, just go on YouTube and type toe eating fish.
Because I've actually linked all of those into the Discord.
Thank
Because
you.
I know.
There you go, Spike. What do you think?
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was. We never stopped. That was taken while my mate was driving too.
I'd love to see that in real life. I really would.
Yeah, that's one of the things if I'm ever on that side of the ocean.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the problem. It's getting there, because from the West Coast, it's a pretty long flight. I think
Well,
I don't know if they do any non-stops. I think they do, and I don't know
if I
how
can
many
get
hours.
the closest I can get is showing you pictures of it, and as you can see, it's a brilliant picture too.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
That's
Did
from
you
a
take it-
moving
Yeah, you
car.
can't,
Though. Yeah,
you
That
can't
was
physically
taken-
touch it, right?
yeah, that's a taken from a moving car.
You didn't even stop, huh?
No,
Wow. Well, then I think you did pretty darn good. I don't know how
Yeah,
fast y'all were going.
It was along the dual carriageway, so going about 50 or 60 mile per hour.
Thank you for putting it in miles per hour.
That's what we do here.
It was kind of you. I was expecting kilometers, and I was going to say something
No, we don't do
snarky.
kilometers here. We do miles per hour.
No,
Spike.
really?
Yeah.
Yes, Liz.
That Discord link is to the salon Discord.
Hmm.
I didn't
I'm
know we
afraid
had
of
one
Discord.
on Discord.
What? Oh God, another one I have to teach how to fucking Discord. Oops, sorry.
I know how to
Excuse my
Discord.
language.
Liz, hold on. Everybody shush. Did you just swear, Liz?
I did.
Apologise.
That was
to everybody
definitely an
now.
extra
I
credit.
did.
Apologise again.
I'm sorry for swearing. I cannot believe people don't know how to use Discord.
No need to raise
You
your
know, I
temper.
really
No
wanted
need
to
to
get
raise your
into
voice
it.
at people, Liz. It is not their
Oh my-
fault.
Oh my God, I need to give classes on Discord.
You do. Do you know? Do you guys know Wandering Hippie?
No.
No.
Oh, well, he
Yeah.
was really good with the AI stuff on Discord. There's like a whole, I guess, channel of it on Discord.
Yes.
And I really really wanted to get into it. And I downloaded Discord and I added a few people, or I don't know how you say it. I got into a few threads, and my computer just kept going off with notifications, and I realized, oh no, if I speak in the wrong stream or thread, I'm now something else. And I knew that there was a lot of controversy going on Discord, at least to the people I knew. So I just got out of it real quick.
Well, if it's your stream, or I mean, if it's your Discord, you have the ability to set up as many or as few streams as you care to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't even
I
know
have
what you're
a-
talking about.
I have a tiny one. But that's why find a small channel Discord or make your own that you're comfortable with, and then have somebody who knows how to Discord show you how to do things. It's not a big deal.
Get with Brian.
Okay, guys.
Paul,
Good night, Paul.
Call it. Yeah,
Paul,
call it.
before you go,
Stop.
you have not sent me an invite to the salon Discord.
Yes,
Okay,
you
I'll
do have it, OG.
I do not.
Now I know when people say OG, they're talking to you, Flickster. I didn't know that.
OG, I am looking at you in that Discord right at the moment.
Which stream?
The Discord, the discussion salon Discord.
Okay, guys, I'm being serious now. Can you continue this?
Nope.
All right.
Go
Paul,
ahead.
what rag on your neck?
Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say like a wet rag on your neck is sort of good for sunstroke for California kids.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got some thing, and I'm gonna just drink plenty of fluids today, mate.
Go ahead and
Alright,
just
brother.
stop the stream.
Yeah.
Close the stream.
Yeah, I
We can
will
all
do.
sit here in StreamYard behind the scenes and have a conversation still.
What do you mean? Just huh?
Stop streaming. End the YouTube stream.
Just send broadcast on the thing
Yes.
on here, and you can chat.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that puzzles my mind.
Just hit end broadcast.
End
I don't even
broadcast.
play with StreamYards and I know these things. Jeez.
I knew
Don't
it
tell
too.
me off. I'm delicate, feeling delicate.
I know you're feeling delicate and bad.
Okay, everybody. Thank
Let
you
me
for
know when
doing it.
you've
All right, sweetie.
hit the end broadcast.
I will do. I'm gonna hit the end broadcast
Hit
now.
right now. Hit it.
Okay,
Hit
right
it.
now. Okay,
Hit it.
yes,
Hit it.
yes. We fucking keep safe women.
Hey! You just swore. Apologize.
No, it's my fucking channel.
That's
You
his
can stay
excuse
stay
for
here.
everything.
Stay here, Spike.
I got you.
You can stay here, mate.
Stay
All right,
here for a
guys.
second, Spike. We're gonna show him something. End broadcast.
Okay, take care.
Just click the end broadcast button.
I'm doing it. I'm saying goodbye.
Rest well, brother.
Will do.
But everybody
Take
else
it
stay
easy.
here for a second. I'm going to show
Get some
everybody.
hydrocortisone
Yeah.
cream.
Okay then. Bye bye.
Bye.